We officially start grinding today. The kid just swaggered over with a cheeky grin. Yo, senior, can I just solo this? I spotted some forging manuals over there. I want to see if I have the talent. Ming just chuckled, respecting the hustle. Edgy confidence. Kid, let us hit the workshop. Here is a beginner forging guide. Read up. Pro tip: do not blow your cash on rare metals yet. Just bash some trash iron to get the feel. Once you refine that garbage into pure steel, then you can play with the expensive stuff. After dropping that advice, the senior left the kid to it. All right, go crazy, junior. The kid threw up a peace sign. Bet. Thanks, senior. Flipping through the manual, he muttered, I have to use trash iron for target practice. Trying to feel the energy flow in this junk is going to be way weaker than actual rare metal. Talk about a grind for zero loot. Not necessarily, kid. Turning literal garbage iron into a divine artifact, that is the ultimate flex of a divine blacksmith. Xuanyu spun around to see who was crashing his private session. A massive guy with a laid-back grin was just standing there. The kid's jaw hit the floor. One look, and he totally lost it. Forget the boring textbooks. Xuanyu bolted straight across the workshop. Buzzing with pure hype, he shouted, Uncle Li, what are you doing here? Tang Li leaned down with a completely relaxed vibe. I had a job on the home planet, felt your aura, and decided to crash the party. This academy is awesome, honestly. Xuanyu looked like a total fanboy. Not as cool as you. I saw the video. You totally destroyed them in space. It was insane. Wait, Uncle Lei. What was that quote about forging trash into god-tier gear? Wait, do you actually know how to forge? Tang Li grabbed a hammer, looking totally confused. Man, I do not even know if I can. My brain just autopiloted that line. But the second his hand gripped the metal, a shockwave hit his chest. What is this vibe? Tang Li turned to the kid. Mind if I take a crack at this? Xuanyu nodded so hard he nearly broke his neck. Do it. Bam. Tang Li slammed the hammer down without hesitating. The moment they hit, the iron glowed a nuclear shade of orange. A blinding pillar of energy blasted through the roof. Xuanyu's brain short-circuited watching this flex. Is he actually talking to the metal? Bro, it shrank that much in one hit. Tang Li just stood there, looking spaced out, like he was downloading ancient data. Then, with a casual flick of his wrist, the iron chunk levitated right into his palm. Xuanyu stared, eyes popping out. The searing iron floated there like it was literal marshmallow fluff. That is when the kid noticed it. Tang Li's eyes had ignited into a terrifying, blazing gold. Crack. A massive bolt of lightning struck the iron in his hand. When the smoke cleared, the metal was wrapped in a glowing golden halo. Xuanyu was utterly paralyzed by how absurd this was. It shrunk again. And what was with that insane light show? The wild aura in the room finally chilled out. The iron chunk floated back to the anvil, but now it had a phantom dragon swirling around it. Tang Li kept his eyes shut, soaking in this god-tier awakening. Xuanyu's jaw was on the floor, seeing the ultimate glow-up of that trash metal. Is that even the same piece of junk? It is literally unrecognizable. The kid was losing his mind. This is glitch in the Matrix levels of impossible. Uncle Lei just casually dropped a miracle. Am I seriously stuck at this level while he does that? Unable to hold back his fanboy energy, he yelled, Uncle Li, you are a beast. He just kept staring at the guy who had not even broken a sweat. Makes sense for someone who can crush a starship into space dust. If his combat stats are that broken, his skills must be max level 2, right? Uncle Li, Xuanyu activated the ultimate puppy dog eyes. Bro, teach me. I want to forge like a boss. Tang Li flashed his signature chill smile and nodded. Deal, I will be your master. When you are here, I am here. Xuanyu practically vibrated out of his shoes with hype. Let us go. Thanks, Uncle Le. And just like that, the god-tier crash course began. We are starting at level 1. To be a forging god, you have to bond with your hammer first and max out your basic stats. Hammer technique is the whole game. I am going to teach you a move right now. It is built to let your inner strength explode. Tang Li planted his feet wide, locking into a powerhouse stance. The massive hammer carved a lethal diagonal arc through the air. Bam. He shattered the silence, slamming the anvil while dropping the tutorial. Watch the flow. Tang Li gave the kid a total hype. Man, look. Your turn. Smash it. The kid grabbed his hammer. Bet. Xuanyu locked into the same stance, his brain playing the move on loop. He pivoted his core and whipped the hammer back. Uncle Le's power transferred over. Suddenly, it clicked. He felt the kinetic energy surging up from his calves like a rush of hot aura boosting his feet. He is manipulating the entire flow of force. Swoosh! The heavy hammer in the kid's hand cleaved through the air and struck the iron with zero errors. Tang Li looked impressed. Kid has got insane battle IQ. The rest of the afternoon was just a massive montage of heavy metal clashing and flying sparks. Finally, a voice broke the session. It is getting late, man. Go grab some food. We run it back tomorrow. Xuanyu's eyes were bloodshot but burning with pure adrenaline. Uncle Li, you better not ghost me tomorrow. Hearing that fanboy plea, Tang Li laughed and ruffled the kid's hair. I got you, kid. I am on vacation right now anyway. He dropped a totally chill ironclad promise. I will be right here crashing your training arcs. Lan Xuanyu's daily grind was insane now. Morning lectures, then straight to Tang Zhenhua's place. 2 brutal hours of mastering mecha controls, then sprinting to the Blacksmith Association like his life depended on it. He knew Tang Lei would show up soon. Meanwhile, Yingming was stressing out, wondering why his junior was ghosting him. 2 whole weeks vanished just like that. Back at Eternal Sky City, things were getting unhinged with someone throwing a massive tantrum. Tang Lei, if you do not get back here, I am done. Who even does that? You said you needed a 3-day breather, but it has been 2 freaking weeks. Do you know how many messages I spammed you with? Do you even know how massive the contract breach fee is? I cannot deal with this anymore. You are totally on your own. I quit. Tang Lei finally caved. All right, chill out. I am heading back now. Cut to the workshop where Xuanyu had been grinding nonstop. He burst through the doors, totally hyped as always. Uncle Yue? But instead of his mentor, Xuanyu spotted a note left on the desk. What the heck? He snatched it up, scanning the perfectly neat handwriting. Xuanyu, something came up and I had to bounce. I will definitely visit you when I have free time. Later, Tang Li. By the time the kid read those words, Tang Li had already vanished from the city like a total ghost. Meanwhile, back on the mother planet, Mingdu was dripping with neon lights and the obnoxious stench of filthy rich money. Inside an expensive penthouse, a shadow paced. Qingling stared out the window, completely losing her mind. How does this guy just ditch everything for 2 straight weeks? Is he out there hooking up with someone else behind my back? So all my backbreaking work is just going to benefit some random girl. She dragged herself through the massive apartment, feeling totally drained. She face-planted onto the sofa like a sack of bricks. A few seconds later, Qingling started thrashing around, throwing a total tantrum. I have zero motivation to help Tang Lei right now. This used to be my favorite thing, but seriously, guys are just absolute trash. Just then, Tang Lei's annoyed voice drifted in. Am I really that bad? The sudden pop-up made Qingling freeze. Her brain literally short-circuited. After glitching for a second, she snapped and stormed toward the door. I have been busting my butt working to death for you, and you just dip for 2 weeks to goof off? I am so done. Hire someone else to clean up your mess. She waited, thinking, is this jerk really not going to stop me? Tang Lei, are you seriously cheating on me? Was this whole thing just a plan to kick me to the curb? Tang Lei just reached out and awkwardly slapped his hand against Qingling's forehead. Why are you running so hot? You don't have a fever. He didn't even argue, just dropped the most casual reply ever. Look, if you are quitting, then I am dropping out too. We will just pay that stupid cancellation fee. I have enough cash anyway. That flex totally made her lose it. Are you crazy? I could never let that happen. Seriously, what were you doing these past 2 weeks? For once, Tang Lei dropped the aloof vibe and looked super soft. Remember that random kid from 100K-Year Planet? He actually got into Shrek Academy. I crashed there to teach him some blacksmithing tricks. I couldn't teach him everything in a few days, so I had to stay longer. Qingling stared at him like he grew a second head. Wait, you know how to forge? And Shrek Academy didn't kick you out? He downplayed the drama so she wouldn't freak out. The Shrek crew was chill. They let me stay to teach the kid. Turns out, I am sick at forging. You good now? All that furious teenage energy melted off Qingling's face, replaced instantly by the most glowing smile ever. Yeah, I am fine. Are you starving? Let me whip up some food. Next time you mentor that kid, just give me a heads up so I can manage your schedule. Plus, we could book a killer concert in Shrek City later. Meanwhile, back at Shrek Academy, Lan Xuanyu and his squad just cashed in all their hardcore mission loot. Adding that to their old rewards, their team bank was looking incredibly stacked. Everyone was on that insane cultivation grind now. Some tryhards in class were already trying to forge their own battle armor. Locked in the meditation room, Xuanyu was hyper-focused, trying to absorb every last drop of energy, but he kept hitting a massive, annoying brick wall. His soul power refused to break through. It was super frustrating, like having a literal fishbone jammed in his throat. His meridians were maxed out, but the bottleneck wouldn't shatter. Now, even the pure life energy refused to convert into soul power. If this kept going, he would be stuck in a toxic loop. Soul power was a bust, and his bloodline energy was doing nothing. Wait, his bloodline. The dragon god transformation eats every drop of his bloodline power. Does that mean triggering the transformation could actually carry his cultivation forward? Maybe even force a massive breakthrough. Realizing this, Xuanyu decided to just full send it. Whatever, it wasn't like he was making progress anyway. The icy jewel on his chest started pulsing, vibing with his crazy idea. Time to go all out. In a split second, the dragon god jewel exploded with a blinding light. Xuanyu felt this insane surge of pure power flooding his veins. The dragon god transformation was acting like a black hole, devouring and converting all the life energy in the room. His bloodline and soul power crashed together, fusing into one terrifying force. The pressure was agonizing. He felt like his whole body was going to explode. The bottleneck was fighting back harder than ever. Xuanyu calculated the exact millisecond it peaked. Bring it on. Let's go. Throwing his head back, he unleashed an absolute roar of defiance. Shatter for me. A colossal pillar of destructive energy blasted into the heavens. Inside the room, Xuanyu was panting hard, exhaling a thick cloud of steam after that absolute madman breakthrough. Sick purple soul rings materialized, lazily floating around his body. He was bouncing off the walls with hype. Heck yeah, I finally broke through. My body feels totally mutated, like some ancient beast was waking up inside him. And his third soul ring, exactly as he predicted, a glorious 1,000-year purple ring. This was the exact upgrade he had been craving. The anticipation was killing him. What kind of broken ability did this third ring give him? In just a few breaths, Xuanyu got a solid grip on his fresh power. Time to test drive whatever sick skill this new ring unlocked. He raised a pale golden orb of energy in his palm. Show me what you got. Suddenly, thousands of microscopic glowing specks flooded Xuanyu's vision. They swarmed into the center of his hand like crazy. Whoa, an entirely new element, and the air was literally stuffed with it. The particles morphed into a mini tornado, sweeping a cool breeze across the room. Xuanyu felt the vibes of this brand new element. It had a free and chill aura. Suddenly, his toes actually lifted off the floor. His body felt lighter than a feather. Xuang stared at the swirling power wrapping around him. No way did I just unlock the wind element, but wait, it gets even crazier. Lan Xuanyu noticed his first two soul rings had literally leveled up their quality too. Teaming up with his fresh third ring, they all evolved into the 1,000-year tier. Even his spiritual power got a massive god tier buff. It hit him like a ton of bricks. He finally figured out the cheat code. Sure, his grinding speed was trash compared to other kids, but the moment he breaks through, the dude's leveling speed is absolutely insane compared to normal humans. Like, if I smash through to the fourth ring, are all 4 of my soul rings going to mutate into 10,000-year black tier? That is just sick. Lan Xuanyu was literally bouncing off the walls, completely hyped for what was coming. For the next solid month, our boy and the whole squad went full hardcore mode on their cultivation. Everyone was getting insanely buffed in their own way. But here is the brutal reality check. Their training and even their basic survival hit a massive brick wall. Why? Because they were dead broke. Lan, Shui and Yu knew they could not just keep surviving on instant noodles. They needed to secure the bag fast. Cut to a super exclusive Shrek Academy auction where the VIP seats were packing up with heavy hitters. Tang Yuju was already chilling in her seat, but her vibe was completely off. Her eyebrows were totally scrunched together, practically drowning in her own toxic thoughts. That last arena clash with Lan Xuanyu's crew, it dealt some massive emotional damage to her third-year squad. She was convinced those rookies only bagged the win through sheer, dumb luck, and she was absolutely not having it. In her head, the victory was basically hers. If it was not for Yuan and Hui and his annoying squad, talk about speaking the devil into existence. Hui literally dragged Lan Xuanyu right into the road directly behind her. Captain, let us just crash right here. Tan Yu shot them the most brutal side eyes, scoffing hard under her breath. Oh, these losers again. Meanwhile, top-tier legendary loot was being rolled out for the rich kids to drool over. Our resident broke boy, Qian Lei, was grinding his teeth in pure agony. Bro, I want to swipe my cards so bad, but my wallet is literally empty. But Lan Xuanyu did not even hesitate to hit him with that cold, hard truth. Stop dreaming, man. We cannot even afford our next meal right now. Hui let out a super dramatic sigh over their tragic financial status. Honestly, even the most overpowered hero gets totally wrecked by an empty bank account. Hearing that, Qian Lei's troll instincts kicked right in. He smacked Hui's shoulder with a cheeky grin. Bro, the sun is down. You are no macho hero right now. You are just a delicate little nighttime rose. Oh boy, that was the ultimate trigger word. The beast inside Hui totally snapped. Total chaos erupted in the back row. Get the heck out of my face. Fists started flying for real. Tang Yuji, come control your crazy sister. That comment made the veins pop straight out of Tang Yuji's forehead. She finally snapped, spinning around to blast them. Are you punks really that desperate for cash? Chan Lei, rocking a freshly bruised face, muttered under his breath. Like you do not already know, you try hard. She was totally fishing for a chance to wipe away her previous humiliating loss. How about I throw you a bone? Let us run it back, she demanded. One more all-out brawl back inside the Duluo world. We put 10 yellow emblems on the line. That prize pool hit these starving rookies right in the sweet spot. 10 whole emblems? That is a sick 2 million coins. Qianlei whipped his head around, practically foaming at the mouth. Boss, 10 yellow emblems. We are going to be rich. Thank God Lan Xuanyu actually had a brain and kept his cool to negotiate. Hold up, we do not have that kind of cash to risk. Plus, none of us even own battle armor yet. Big yikes. Tang Yuji played the whole generous card to lower their guard. Chill out, we keep it fair. Nobody rocks battle armor, just like last time. As for the buy-in, you can just put it on my tab. You have 1 whole year to pay up. But our boy did not just blind jump at the cash. He dropped a cold stare. Senior, why are you so obsessed with fighting us? She took a massive drag of air before giving them the straight facts. Look, I am tossing you guys an easy paycheck and giving my crew a chance to clear our names from that trash defeat. Amidst the insane scale of that massive auction house, Lan Xuanyu's underground hustle barely made a blip on anyone's radar. You seem way too thirsty for this rematch. Senior, Tang Ju threw out the ultimate bait. What? Are the little babies scared? But Lan Xuanyu was not taking the bait, shaking his head like he could not care less. Risking it all for just 10 yellow emblems? Major loss. Not worth it. Besides, we already clapped you guys once. She was literally raging and cursing him out in her head. Is this kid actually just a teenager? His mind games are absolutely toxic. Tang Yuju finally threw in the towel and surrendered control of the deal. Fine. What the heck do you want? That is when Leia and Xuanyu flashed a wicked, greedy smirk. 20 yellow emblems from your side and we are in. If we choke, we only pay 10. And 0 battle armor for you seniors, period. Qianlei immediately started sucking up like a total fanboy. Facts. The boss speaks nothing but facts. So like, does this mean you are finally carrying me into the match? Hui instantly shut that down. Bro, nah. We are way better off without your dead weight. While they were busy roasting each other, Tang Yu's brain was running the stats. If they dragged this fatty along, she smirked and tweaked the terms. 20 yellow emblems? Bet. But you bring the chubby kid, and we make it as 6 versus 6. She was doing the math in her head. With him weighing them down, her win rate just spiked. She and Lei lit up like a Christmas tree, hearing he was off the bench. Boss Lan Xuanyu did not even flinch at the trap. He just locked in the death match right on the spot. Deal. 1 week from today, we throw down in the Duluo world. The Academy gets to play referee. The fight was barely scheduled, but Lan Xuanyu's reckless squad was already making crazy shopping lists. 20 yellow emblems split 6 ways. That is like 3 each. If we do not blow it all on stupid stuff, we can feast for 2 whole weeks. Bro, I have been eyeing that 1,000-year purple leaf fruit forever. That is enough for a straight VIP trip to see God Lake. Even Lu Feng and Bai Shushu were losing their chill. I am sniping some dragon blood. And I am totally bagging that 1,000-year mysterious ice grass. Menchian looked around at this circus. Seeing them act like they already won the championship, she totally spiked her attitude and went off. Are you guys literally insane? What if we catch a fat loss? Why are we dividing the loot before we even throw a punch? But she and Lei and Bai Shushu just hit her with that absolute blind fan behavior. Duh. With Lan Shu and Yu Sha calling, we literally have a 0% loss rate. What is there to even stress about? We trust our boss with our lives. Their toxic confidence was actually contagious and Meng Chen totally caught the vibe. Okay, wait, you might be cooking. Then, she casually dropped what she thought was a big brain idea. Alright, check it. If we actually blow this match, we just hand you N and Hui over to her as payment. That sparked absolute chaos in the group. Yo, why the heck am I the sacrificial lamb? Because she's your big sister. Bro, you could just cry and act shameless. Get the heck out of here. By the next morning, the hype for the brawl had totally infected all of Shrek Academy. All the juicy stats got bundled up into one premium info package. You had to drop 1 white emblem just to unlock the time, the arena, and the raw power levels of both squads. When he heard the T, he threw an absolute fit. These first-year brats won't quit until they're in the grave. They're throwing their lives away for basic clout and quick cash. And the worst part? The headline says the third years are challenging the freshmen. I am literally about to lose my mind. Right after his major meltdown, Tang Yu dropped a bomb on him. I'm going to recruit him. There is 0 chance we catch another loss. Before anyone could blink, she spun on her heels and stormed out like a total boss. I'll handle this. Tang Yu busted into a classroom and marched toward the lone wolf sitting dead center. Knowing this edgy dude wouldn't say a word, she got right in his personal space and dropped a serious pitch. You need to represent the third years. Our generation's pride is on life support and you need to step up. Sima Xian slowly tilted his head to lock eyes with Tang Yuge, paused for effect, and finally grunted, bet. To pack in maximum viewers, the Academy secured a massive coliseum inside the Duluo world and started hyping it up to the entire public. But the catch? Shrek took a toxic 50% cut of the ticket sales. Lan Xuanyu could only sigh at the corporate greed of his school. This academy is ruthless when it comes to cash. They really squeeze every drop of hype for profit, huh? Bro, tickets sold out in 4 days flat, 10 million spirit coins on the line. That is like 200 gold badges, man. If we clutch this win, we all cop a purple badge each. Qianlei was sweating bullets. Man, we are so dead. This whole thing blew up way too fast. The pressure is crushing me right now. But Lan Xuanyu, his brain was on a different wavelength. One purple badge could buy those insane materials we need for a full set of one-word battle armor. When it's time to forge that, we're going to be ridiculously broke. We'll have to pause our cultivation grind just to craft it. So, is Goldie gonna wake up soon? Qianlei flashed a cocky thumbs up. Chill out, bro. Zero problems here. That big guy is waking up in a day or two. Once Goldie is back online, my power levels spike. Combine that with the Emerald Demon Bird and your buffs. We're gonna absolutely blindside those guys. Plus, Goldie eats dragons for breakfast. Its base stats are already totally broken. Lan Xuanyu could only sigh at his bro's insane ego. Yeah? Right. Stop living in a fantasy, man. Suddenly, Lu Feng crashed their little hype session. Honestly, you're kind of dead weight right now. We should just swap you out, Qianlei. Qianlei completely lost it. He jumped up, ready to throw hands. Oh, it is on, Lu Feng. I will end you right here. Lan Xuanyu stepped right between the two hotheads. Yo, lay off him, okay? We need to lock in and do this together. Look, we lucked out last time, but we've leveled up like crazy since then. Our odds are decent. And hey, even if we take an L, we lose nothing, right? The two knuckleheads completely bought into the hype. Heck yeah. Grind hard, secure the bag. But the day before the showdown, Lan Xuanyu's comms buzzed. It was his mom calling. Cheng was totally freaking out on the other end. Kiddo, are you seriously fighting in the arena? You're a freshman. Why on earth are you throwing down with third years? Tell me it's some guy with your exact name. Stop giving your poor mother a heart attack. Lan Xuanyu blinked, totally clueless. Wait, Mom, how did you even find out? She spilled the tea immediately. It's literally on the Federal Spirit Network. My whole office is going crazy. Everyone keeps asking me about you. Lan Xuanyu's eyes nearly popped out of his skull. Wait, the Spirit Network is broadcasting us? Before he could process the insanity, his dad chimed in to gas him up. Go crush them. Son, your old man believes in you. If you're gonna fight, you better watch your back. Don't make your mom cry. But then his dad dropped a threat. If you lose, I'm spanking you all the way home. Ow, honey, I'm sorry. I was just joking. Weren't you just bragging to your coworkers? The call cut off, leaving Lan Xuanyu standing there, annoyed, with the gears turning in his head. Hold up, the Academy sold those broadcasting rights for an insane pile of cash, and they didn't even tell us? That's shady. His genius brain went into overdrive. And bam, a wicked plan formed. Oh, I know exactly how to play this. Lan Xuanyu went straight to Tang Yug. Yo, senior sister, I think we should just rage quit the match. The Academy sold our rights to the Spirit Network. They're broadcasting the whole brawl. She looked at him like he was insane. Quit. Are you completely insane? But Lan Xuanyu dropped the ultimate bait. Senior, do you have any idea how much bank they made off us? She did a flawless 180. 2 seconds later, she was grinding her teeth. Meet me at the main building. We're hunting the dean. A minute later, they stormed the office, only to get slapped with a totally dismissive brush off. Go back to your little training montage, kids. Broadcast rights are way above your pay grade. But she wasn't taking that disrespect. She slammed her hands down. Dean, we're literally the main event. Are you seriously telling me we don't get a cut of the profits? This whole setup is rigged. How can we fight while getting scammed? The dean didn't even look up. Ice cold, unbothered. This business doesn't concern a bunch of brats. Zip it and get out. But Lan Xuanyu and Yug just stood their ground like absolute bosses. Cool, then we're boycotting the arena. Yep, we strike today. Dean Luohong's aura instantly turned pitch black. They were messing with her money now. Are you actually trying to blackmail me? But they had the high ground. Zero fear. We just want what's fair, Dean. She just scoffed at their rebellion. The posters say freshmen versus juniors. You quit? I'll just plug in some randoms. She looked like she was going to blow a gasket. You can't just replace us like that. But Lan Xuanyu played it cooler than ice. Fine by us. Keep the change. Let's roll out, senior sister. She stared at him completely mind blown. Wait, we're just folding? But Lan Xuanyu hit her with that big brain logic. Let the dean swap us out. But without my squad, the freshmen are dead meat. The dean did not even flinch. Oh please, Like you own the whole freshman class or something. Lan Xuanyu kept his rebel smirk in check, playing it totally humble. I do not own anyone, but this brawl? It is about Shrek Academy's legendary street cred. We preach total fairness here, right? So what is this total scam? First, the matchups are completely busted. And now you are hoarding all that broadcast cash for yourselves? The #1 academy in the whole federation, and you cannot even play fair with your own students. I am so done. I am out. His hardcore attitude finally made the dean grind her teeth in fury. You little punk, get your butts back here right now. Lan Xuanyu instantly hit the brakes, yanking Yuji back with him. Oh, did the dean have a change of heart? She glared at him like she wanted to murder him. Spit it out. What do you want? Lan Xuanyu unloaded his master plan like a total boss. The winning squad gets 2 purple badges each. Losers walk away with 1. You keep the rest of the broadcast cash, no questions asked. And we promise to give you a ridiculously epic show. Think about it, Dean. You invest a tiny fraction of that cash into your top-tier elite students. We level up, break records, and make the academy look incredibly good. Fairness is maintained and everyone wins. Are we making a deal or what? Dean Luo Hong stayed dead silent. Her face was shadowed, hiding whatever terrifying thoughts were brewing. Boom! She shot out of her chair like a rocket and marched straight at Lan Xuanyu. The kid practically jumped out of his skin, scrambling backward. Whoa, Dean, are you seriously going to beat up a freshman? My master will come hunting for you. Whack! He caught a brutally painful flick right to the forehead. She looked like an actual demon crawling out of the Asura realm. Let that scumbag Tang Zhenhua come. I will snap his neck too. Now get out of my sight. I am granting this once and never again. And you better keep your mouths shut about the money. Lan Xuanyu bolted for the door, tossing back some hardcore flattery. Yes, ma'am, you are the absolute best dean. Total boss energy, prettiest dean in the entire world. The only reply they got was a terrifying, earth-shattering roar. Get out! Because of that, they completely missed Luo Hong's smug little smirk. This brat wasn't just book smart. He knew exactly how to hype up a crowd. Kid has that ultimate main character energy, no cap. Compared to him, Tang Yuji was just way too naive. The third years definitely weren't guaranteed a win this time around. Thinking about the insane upset, she whipped out her device to hit someone up. Yo, what are the odds looking like? The voice on the other end reported back, Dean, the third years are sitting at 1 to 1.2, while the freshmen are at 1 to 3.6. The massive gap actually caught Luo Hong off guard. Why the heck is the gap so huge? Didn't the freshman totally clutch it last time? The guy on the line quickly broke down the obvious reason. Last time was just sheer dumb luck. Plus, the third years just drafted a secret 6 player, Sima Xian. Hearing that name literally made her freeze in shock. Wait, Sima Xian? As in the Golden Marrow King, Sima Xian? Weren't those two basically at each other's throats? Tang Yuji somehow talked him into joining. With him on the roster, the power gap is absolutely insane now. That is why the odds are so messed up. The whole battlefield dynamic just got ridiculously complicated, forcing Luo Hong to seriously weigh the stats. A hidden 6 player, huh? No matter how you looked at it, the third years supposedly had this totally in the bag. The guy on the call tested the waters. So, Dean, who are we betting our cash on this time? She decided to trust her gut, dropping 50 purple medals on the third years. Let's snag some easy pocket change. Meanwhile, Lan Xuanyu was blowing up Yuan and Hui Hui's communicator. Yo, Hui Hui, what is good? The kid was practically vibrating with his new intel. Big bro Xuanyu, you won't believe this. At the activity hub, the betting pools just went live. Xuanyu blinked, totally clueless. What the heck is the activity hub? Hearing the confusion in his voice, his teammate immediately schooled him on the details. Think of it as Shrek City's very own underground casino. But get this, they only take official Shrek Academy medals for bets. It is super exclusive. Now Lan Xuanyu was seriously hyped. Okay, lay out the rules. How does it work? Back in their silent dorm room, Xuanyu's crew huddled up to scheme. Current odds are 1 to 1.19 for the third years, but if we pull off the win, it is 1 to 3.9. Heavy hitters are dropping massive bank on them, but the stats did not rattle Xuanyu one bit. Exactly as planned. Everyone thinks we are absolute trash right now. Perfect. That means our real power is still totally off the radar. Lu Feng's mutated martial soul just woke up, so his stats will skyrocket. Xianxiu blasted through to the 4th ring, and her soul double awakened too. Add in Hui Hui's sick 5th ring and that elf king bloodline. Oh, and we still have Qian Lei. Has Golden Qian Lei awakened yet? Qian Lei just scratched his head like a total goof. Nah, man. But any second now. Xuanyu's face went dead serious. How confident are you right now? We can't screw around with this. Bottom line is, our whole squad's firepower just got a massive upgrade. Mengqi narrowed her eyes, clearly catching his drift. Why are you giving us this whole speech anyway? If you're trying to hype us up, then let's just place the damn bet already. Xuanyu flashed a cocky, prideful grin. I called you all here to drop a massive truth bomb. If we completely wreck them in this match, we bag 2 whole purple medals, and even if we totally blow it, we still walk away with 1 purple medal. Wait, so even losing is a massive win? Forget losing. We are bringing the absolute pain this time. Heck yeah, we are not bowing down to anyone. But Xuanyu was aiming way higher than just a basic victory. Just winning or losing is not enough for me. If the payout is 1-4, you bet your life I am throwing down. This kid was clearly plotting an absolute heist. That purple medal has my name on it. I am betting everything on us. Do whatever you want, but we are treating this fight like it is do or die. Lu Feng did not even blink before backing Xuanyu's crazy play. Burn the bridges down. When there is no way out, that is when we will unleash our most savage power. Qianlei started yelling like a hyped-up maniac. I'm so in. A 60% profit? You would be an idiot not to. Leave Tang Yuji to me. I am going to absolutely crush her. Bai, Shuzhu, and Mengqin were instantly ready to crash the party. I am in too. Let's go all out together. Seeing his squad locked in, Xuanyu cheered with rebellious fire. If we blow it, we act like it never happened. But if we clutch this win, no freshman will ever dare look down on us again. What is our squad motto? They traded wicked grins and screamed at the top of their lungs. Bet it all. Time to turn this bicycle into a beastly motorcycle. He clenched his fists, glowing with an unstoppable battle aura. Let us take those 6 purple and 12 gold medals we scammed selling intel and bet every last coin on us. We are betting the entire freaking bank. Then he turned to Yuan and Hui Hui. Can we use 6 purple medals as a guarantee based on reputation alone? Hui Hui nodded without missing a beat. My family has the clout, so I will just make my old man sign off on it. Nobody knew these brats had the audacity for this. A 1-4 payout. That was the insane wager they dropped at the 11th hour. 2 days later, the crew bailed on class to grind their cultivation to the max. Over on the 3rd-year turf, Tang Yuji and her squad were sweating blood too. Everyone was literally starving for this exact day to finally drop. Before anyone knew it, Sunday hit. Tournament day. Lan Xiao just sighed at the hyperactive mess standing right beside him. Babe, it is way too early. What are you even staring at? Nan Sheng did not even hide her fangirl energy. I am checking the pre-match stat breakdowns. Word on the street is they think our boy is trash. Experts are even roasting him before the fight. I know our son will wreck them. He is the greatest of all time. Lan Xiao, being the buzzkill logical one, just muttered. Honestly, the odds of him pulling this off are pretty garbage. Hearing that, she totally snapped. Lan Xiao, are you even his real dad? How can you not hype up your own flesh and blood? Get your butt to the kitchen. 4 dishes, 1 soup, and do not you dare slack off. He just let out the most defeated sigh ever. All right, you win. Meanwhile, light years away on Heaven Dou Planet, Nana was messing with a crusty old TV she had not touched in a century, trying to log into the network. A soft smile took over her face as she thought, Xuanyu must have leveled up by now, right? Elsewhere on the planet, Yu Qingling came stomping in, absolutely furious. Tang Lei, have you lost your damn mind? We have a massive gig tonight and you are just chilling in front of the TV. We had interviews lined up. We are swamped, and you are staring dead-eyed at that screen. I am watching the tournament. He is in it. I have to see this. Then her anger flipped. Wait, that kid? Right on cue, the absolute chaos of the match kicked off. What is up, my beautiful viewers? We are officially live and broadcasting straight to you. Catching a rare good mood, Tang threw caution to the wind. Push the interviews back. Tell them I will drop an unreleased encore track tonight. Treat it like an exclusive for the media goons who got stood up. Qingling sprinted out the door like a maniac, leaving only her ecstatic shrieks echoing behind. Bet, that is enough to shut them up. The fandom will go feral. I will handle the PR nightmare and come back. I have to see who makes you care this much. The countdown hit 0. The ultimate showdown was officially here. Right then, the Shrek Academy Exchange Center got a totally unexpected visitor popping in. This guy walks up to the desk with the craziest request ever. He wanted to drop a brand new bounty mission right then and there. The title? The Secret You Do Not Know. It was all about the freshman team's hidden trump card for the challenge. Just 1 white badge for the exclusive scoop. Li Min jumped out of his seat, calling after the dude. Are you dead serious about this intel? Bing Tianliang did not blink, totally backing up the hot gossip. No cap. It is posted. The betting odds for the first years are at 1-5 right now. There is still time, and I bet my life savings on them. Walking out, Bing Tianliang had to give props to his rival's mad hustle. They easily raked in a dozen gold badges. Lan Xuanyu really knows how to secure the bag, honestly. With only 1 minute left before the match kicks off, Yingluo Hong sat in her office, staring at the leaked intel she had just bought. Her face looked sick, and not in a good way. What the heck? These brats have a trump card and nobody told me? Drop 10 purple badges on them to cover our bases. Over at the massive arena, the crowd was packed like sardines. The announcer called the first years to the stage, and the whole place just went absolutely wild. Lei was looking around like a lost puppy, blown away by the insane turnout. There were literally 0 empty seats in the entire house. Then the announcer hyped up the third years. Tang Yu's crew swaggered in with major boss energy, while Liang Xinu just smirked and started throwing shade. Hey senior, did you bet on us? You could just take a dive and we would both get a massive payout. Tang Yu just iced him out. Your trash talk is useless. Lan Xuanyu, you guys are going down this time. The dude's eyes flashed with a razor-sharp, intense vibe. We bet everything on ourselves. There is no way we are walking out of here as losers. The loudspeaker suddenly boomed, announcing both sides were locked and loaded. Commencing countdown. 3, 2, 1. With the whole crowd screaming their lungs out, the legendary throwdown finally kicked off. The second the match started, Xuanyu whipped out his blue-silver grass. Let us go. Bai Xiu and Lu Feng did not waste a second leaping into the fray. Yin Hui also drew his bow, dripping in pale purple soul ring energy. His Elventide soul skill popped off, unleashing an absolute storm of arrows. The barrage locked onto the enemy team like homing missiles, but Sima Shan did not even flinch. He swatted away the massive arrow storm with one strike, wrapping himself in defensive soul power. Watching from the back, Xuanyu admitted this guy was a total beast. Sima Shan's defense was off the charts, but Bai Zhu was not scared at all, zooming straight in to get in his personal space. They clashed with blazing speed, glaring daggers to read each other's moves. Shan swung his axe so fast it literally left after images, but Xiu was way too slick, backflipping to perfectly dodge the strike. Suddenly, a massive wave of freezing white fog exploded across the battlefield. In seconds, it swallowed up Sima Xian. Tang Yuji saw through their cheeky game plan, trying to use ice fog to split her and Sima Xian up. So you can jump him? You guys are totally tripping. Sima Xian is not someone you can just bully like that. Qianlei realized the fog was not working and went for his summon. Get out here, my 1,000-year ironback dragon. On its master's command to send him flying, the beast roared and charged, blocking Xian's path. But this legendary soul beast didn't even make Sima Xian break a sweat. The guy just raised an eyebrow, looking totally hyped for the challenge. The dragon's massive body got yeeted into the sky with one axe swing. After swatting it away, he paused for a split second before unleashing another blindingly bright cleave. The dragon's neck snapped in a heartbeat, sending blood flying everywhere. Qianlei saw that savage move and his soul nearly left his body. After one strike, the kid panicked and looked to Xuanyu for a bailout. This guy is way too overpowered. What are we even supposed to do now? Boss? Tang Yuji flashed a wicked smirk, plotting her next move. Enjoy this surprise, Lan Xuanyu. He is the special gift us third years cooked up just for you. Qianlei was screeching like a busted fire alarm, yelling to get out of the way. But Xuanyu stood there cold, like he was calculating an insane big brain move. Meanwhile, the other side of the arena turned into a total war zone. The crazy combo of soul arrows and ice fog really stressed Shichi out. His eyebrows locked in concentration. They wrapped themselves in a hardcore soul power shield to survive the insane rain of arrow fire. Tang Yu noticed the situation was getting sketchy, and her dark eyes flared a burning red. Suddenly, her entire body ignited with a blazing crimson soul fire. 5 elements in harmony, the absolute peak of fire. Go roast this annoying ice fog into nothing. On the frozen side of the battlefield, Sima Xian's massive frame bulldozed straight toward Xuanyu. Seeing this absolute unit charge made the crowd lose their minds. Sima Xian is closing in fast. Lan Xuanyu is totally screwed. Even though someone screamed for him to dodge into the fog, he just stood still like a statue. Waiting for the perfect frame, he finally stomped down and made his move. Xuanyu's unhinged decision left his classmates totally shook. What is he trying to pull? Lan Xuanyu is actually rushing straight at Sima Xian. That guy is a 5-ring master. In a flash, Xuanyu was right in Xian's face. Just as the big guy swung his heavy axe, our boy pounced like a beast. Xuanyu's hand morphed into a razor-sharp claw as he swiped at his face. 5 knife-like claws slashed a brutal line straight across Sima Xian's chest. The tank was totally shook, staring at the bloody gashes caused by a rookie. That split second of shock gave Xuanyu the perfect opening to slide in. He summoned a massive dragon head that let out an ear-shattering roar, freezing Sima Xian solid. By the time the big guy snapped out of it, it was too late. Xuanyu slapped his hands onto the guy's chest, sparking up crazy flashing red and blue flames. Then, the mastermind dipped straight back into the ice fog like a total ghost. The soul fires on Xian's chest spun faster and faster, until an earth-shattering explosion blasted the giant right out of the zone. The crowd in the stands was losing their minds. Are you kidding me right now? A 3-ring Xuanyu going toe-to-toe with a 5-ring Sima Xian, and the 5-ring gets totally clapped. The announcer's voice echoed, hyping up the insane plot twist. The tables have turned. Sima Xian just got blown away by a freshman. Meanwhile, on the mother planet in Mingdu City, Qingling was watching the broadcast when a noise made her jump. Why the heck are your soul rings gold? Turns out, Tang Lei's soul rings had popped out without him even noticing. She was baffled by the wild flex. Plus, there are 8 of them. Why are you just releasing your soul rings? Honestly, Tang Lei looked just as clueless as she did. I have literally no idea. That kid's powers feel super similar to mine. Qingling rolled her eyes with maximum suspicion. It's not just the powers. You two look like straight-up clones. Is that kid your long-lost son or something? Tang Lei was not vibing with that joke at all. You've known me for years. Just think about how old that kid actually is. Qingling just laughed it off like it was nothing. Like, chill out. It was just a joke. But seriously, how does an assault type like Sima Qian have such insane defense? It makes zero sense, but Tang Lei disagreed, watching the guy scrape himself off the floor after that hit. Bro probably isn't even a pure assault type soul master. In the arena, Tang Yuji was getting annoyed, struggling against that obnoxious fog. Flexing her purple-pink flames, she and her squad dashed towards Sima Qian like absolute meteors. Tang Yuji hit the brakes, screaming out a hardcore warning to her team. Sima Qian gripped his battle axe tight. He popped his epic 10,000-year soul ring. The attack exploded with a terrifying aura, swallowing up half the battleground. The 5 freshmen caught in the blast got yeeted straight into the sky. Lan Xuanyu was low-key stressing while analyzing Sima Qian's power. Not only did it cause dizzy spells, it totally drained their soul power too. From another star system, Lei Qingling gasped the same thought. It's a crowd control skill. Tang Lei already had this rookie figured out. Yep, that crazy move just now was pure crowd control. Otherwise, that ironback dragon would have been smashed away, not just launched into the air. While the crew was stuck floating like sitting ducks, Tang Yuji didn't waste a single second. She instantly leaped into their danger zone. Taking advantage of the clearing fog, she set up her battle formation perfectly. Let's see how these freshmen handle this garbage situation. Heck yeah, time to go all out and crush them. Li Siki and his trio went full savage, launching an all-out assault to wipe them from the map. The momentum shifted so fast, the crowd was losing their minds. Like, no way, right? Are the freshmen getting wiped out this fast? Is this crazy challenge against the upperclassmen seriously ending just like this? Suddenly, on the battlefield, a pair of cold eyes flashed with a wicked deep blue light. Tang Yuji freaked out, her blazing flames even flickering down a notch. Deep blue soul fire erupted from Bai Juju, instantly sweeping across the arena. 10,000-year soul skill. Deep blue gaze. Tang Yuji felt that terrifyingly familiar energy and got straight up goosebumps. How is this possible? It's not even her fusion skill, but the truth was slapping her in the face. Now she can drop it solo. But with Sima Qian's control skill still glitching the arena, that deep blue gaze took a minor nerf. The stun only lasted a single second, but in that one clutch window, Yuan and Hui Hui just came blasting out of nowhere. He went full sicko mode, dropping Elven King bloodline magic. His awakening unlocked his most busted trump card, the Eye of Samsara. Elven King bloodline fully awake. With the Eye of Samsara descending like a total boss, Hui Hui instantly became the stadium's MVP. Tang Yuji's squad was sweating bullets, watching the scales of victory flip toward the enemy. Damn it. Since when could Yuan and Hui Hui drop a mental shockwave like that? Suddenly, a shadow blitzed right into Tang Yuji's face. Lan Xuanyu caught the massive shift in momentum. He went dead serious and barked out the ultimate command. Listen up, everyone. Time to flip this game on its head. Lu Feng charged head-on, weapons blazing. His relentless combo strikes forced Tang Yuji to stumble back, looking totally helpless. Riding that high, Lu Feng decided to end her career right there. He triggered his second martial soul awakening. White Dragon, triple strike, landing a deadly blow on Tang Yuji. The crowd watched this madness and lost their collective minds. Lu Feng actually sent Tang Yuji flying. He just clapped their best fighter. It didn't deal massive damage, but he locked Tang Yuji down like a pro. Qian Lei got hyped by the arena's energy. No way am I letting you steal the spotlight. Get out here, Golden Qian Lei. Show them your evolution after sleeping for so freaking long. The dude leaped up, smashing a blazing golden punch straight at Li Siming. Some hardcore battle nerds in the stands instantly analyzed his insane move. Bro is throwing hands with Li Siki like it is nothing. Their martial soul is the legendary Black Tortoise Shield. Even Luohong, watching from the VIP section, dropped a massive compliment. Not bad at all. Madman Qianlei is using the Gate of Summoning and the Emerald Demon Bird to lock down 3 enemies at once. Meng Chen refused to be outdone, hyping her squad. Yo, we absolutely cannot let those light and dark soul masters control the field anymore. Let us go wreck their whole setup. As the plot twists got wilder, the audience raged with hype. I told you so. These freshmen are built different. Nobody saw this insane comeback happening. Let us go, freshmen. Best ticket I have ever bought. Totally worth the cash. Things were getting sweaty, making Tang Yu lose her cool. Damn it. We had the perfect high ground and these brats just broke our flow. We cannot keep dragging this out. If we keep playing their game, Lan Xuanyu will pick us off one by one. If we crush him, his squad falls apart. Then the win is in the bag. Thinking fast, Tang Yu switched up the game plan. Li Siki, Li Siming, and Sima Xian group up now. We are nuking Lan Xuanyu together. Huai Hui heard that order and panicked big time. Oh crap, brother Xuanyu. Without missing a beat, he fired his Elven King bloodline and 5th soul skill. No way am I letting you pull that off. Siki screamed for his brother's backup. Bro, hit them with the iron wall. Qianlei's heavy strikes made Siming curse under his breath. Bring it on. Why is this fatty so annoying to deal with? Tang Yu brushed off the attack. It is useless. Yuan and Hui Hui. You are never piercing their defense. But Hui Hui did not care, slamming a massive Thunder Spirit War drum against the brothers' bronze shields. Siming and Siki flexed every muscle, tanking the earth-shattering power from above. But Siming started sweating bullets. He had a sick feeling their defense was about to crack. Is a second martial soul awakening seriously this broken? Meanwhile, Tang Yu zoned past the chaos, linking with Sima Xian. Blocking Lan Xuanyu's only escape, her team formed a total death trap. Lan Xuanyu, you are totally out of options. Give it up. Facing impossible odds, Xuanyu's face showed some major stress. Tang Yu read his move and just straight up taunted him. Thinking of using the wind to ditch us? You are never breaking the Black Tortoise Shield. Lan Xuanyu, you are dead meat. Seeing him pushed to the edge, Lei Qingling questioned the setup. Why are they hard-focusing a 3-ring soul master like Lan Xuanyu? Is this game over? But Tang Lei saw through the smoke. Things were not that doomed. Wrong. Lan Xuanyu is baiting them into a trap. She looked at him like he was crazy. How? 1 3-ring scrub against 3 5-ring gods. Tang Lei told her to wake up and watch. Look closer. Lan Xuanyu's ultimate trump card is finally dropping. Suddenly, a rainbow crystal light exploded from Xuanyu's chest. Tang Yu just stared as this freakish anomaly unfolded right in front of her. A massive chill crawled up her spine. What is this light? Why is my soul shivering? She knew it was game over if he finished casting. Tang Yu was literally shaking in her boots, but she went all in with her great 5 elements, divine light. But then, a blue flash crashed the party, shutting her down. Suddenly, a crazy dark purple vortex ripped through the air. It swirled around Lan Xuanyu, casually swallowing her ultimate attack like it was nothing. Tang Yu was sweating buckets, totally freaking out. Like, what was that massive flex? Her ultimate move just got deleted. Even the Li brothers and Sima Xian were frozen in pure panic. Before anyone could blink, the brothers dissolved into pure soul power and vanished. Tang Yu lost her mind. Just one strike. How is that even possible? Feeling that suffocating aura pouring off Lan Xuanyu, she could not even process the insane reality right in front of her. But our boy didn't care about their pathetic panic. He launched himself straight into the chaos. Tang Yu was too terrified to even move. With that insane, unstoppable energy, Lan Xuanyu charged straight at Sima Xian. The guy actually tried swinging his axe back, seriously thinking he had a shot. But in a heartbeat, Lan Xuanyu's purple light carved a brutal path right through his shoulder. Poof! Sima Xian dissolved into soul power and got kicked from the arena. Right then, the Heavenly Abyss halberd in his grip tripled in size, slamming the ground like a total boss. It happened so fast the crowd's brains were basically short-circuiting. Wait, what just happened? Wasn't Lan Xuanyu completely cornered a second ago? How did he flip the script that fast? Lan Xuanyu stood there looking like an absolute legend, breathing heavy with all that massive, overflowing soul power. Then that wild energy started to fade, and he began wobbling like he was about to collapse. Qianlei moved like a blur to catch his bro before he hit the floor. Leaving everyone completely stunned, Lan Xuanyu had basically just one-shotted the 4 heaviest hitters in the 3rd-year class. The last 2 were so wrecked they couldn't even stand, meaning the 3rd years took a huge L. It wasn't just the arena crowd losing it over on the mother planet. Lu Qingyin was totally tripping. Oh my god, are you serious? How does a 3-ring soul master wipe out 4 5-ring beasts that fast? That move basically shattered every rule in the book. Wu Lin just stood there completely dazed, muttering to himself, "Is that a divine weapon? I swear I recognize that thing." What was it called again? Suddenly, a crackling orb of wild energy flared up in his palm. Boom! The golden dragon spear appeared from nowhere, decked out in glowing jewels and looking incredibly epic. Wu Lin stared at the shining weapon, his voice sounding totally lost and confused. What even is this? Lu Qingyin was literally frozen in her tracks. Seriously, what's the deal? You're acting nothing like the Tang Li I know. Meanwhile, back at the academy arena, things were popping off. The entire place was dead silent, totally stunned by that wild comeback. Qianlei was so hyped he grabbed our boy, lifted him up, and screamed his lungs out. "We actually did it! Lan Xuanyu! We freaking won!" Lan Xuanyu looked at his team's hyped faces and his heart was just overflowing with good vibes. Let's go! Our big brain strategy really paid off. We totally played around the short time limit and the weak range of the Dragon God transformation. Our flawless teamwork is what carried us to this epic win. Bai Shushu was vibing, but then things got a little weird. Like, what's her deal? Lan Menxin was bursting with so much hype she practically tackled her bestie. "We're filthy rich. We hit the jackpot, girls. 6 purple badges each? That's insane." Bai Shushu just rolled her eyes and roasted her. "Sister Menxin, did the god of money possess you? Since when did you become such a gold digger?" Up in the main office, Dean Yin Luhong stared at the monitors like her eyes were gonna pop. What was that? A divine weapon? A literal kid is running around with a divine weapon? Who even is this Lan Xuanyu kid? But deep down, she was wiping away some serious invisible sweat. Thank God I doubled down on my bets at the last second. Otherwise, my entire stash of 50 purple badges would have been totally wiped out. Suddenly, her phone started blowing up and Yin Luhong scrambled to act like a proper professional. "Boss!" Wang Tianyu's thunderous roar blasted through the speaker. "I just watched that insane match. That freshman, Lan Xuanyu, his potential is absolutely off the charts. You better make sure he gets the ultimate VIP training. And hey, keep the nosy stalkers away. Don't let them mess with his cultivation grind." She fell in line like a good student. Got it, loud and clear. But then, Yin Luhong remembered something that made her blood boil. "I scouted that kid first, but that sneaky rat Tang Zhenhua swiped him right from under me. He should have been my star student." Mad as hell, she speed-dialed that old geezer, Tang Zhenhua. Her ear-shattering screech snapped the poor guy right out of a deep sleep. "Drag your sorry self out here now." Zhenhua was totally clueless, rubbing his eyes like, "What's her problem? Wait, didn't Lan Xuanyu's squad have their big match today? Did those kids do something crazy again? Man, I totally got wasted last night and slept right through it. Guess I gotta watch the replay to see the chaos." Meanwhile, back at Lan Xuanyu's dorm, the squad was having a massive victory party. The whole crew was busy dividing up their epic loot. Every single one of them bagged 6 purple badges plus 10 gold ones just for kicks. Thank God the mission center messed up and didn't cap the exchange limits. At the same time, the entire Shrek Academy outer court was losing its mind. Lan Xuanyu just pulled the ultimate power move. He proved to every outer court scrub that he's the real deal by speed-running a third-year 5-ring heavyweight. It was a rock-solid fact. Lan Xuanyu's squad of 6 had blasted into superstardom from one single fight. Later that night, they sneaked out of Shrek Academy like absolute phantoms. Qianlei was hyping everyone up, swearing he'd blow some major cash. "It's our day off, baby. Tonight we're gonna feast like absolute kings. Then we're hitting the auction house to cop some legendary cultivation gear. Let's get this party started." Lan Xuanyu felt a massive sense of achievement. After grinding through all these brutal battles, our little squad finally leveled up into a real team. We've got each other's backs with some pure, flawless teamwork. And with our bags full of epic loot, our leveling speed is going to be absolutely busted. The crew decided to celebrate big at the Heavenly Dynasty restaurant. It was a mega luxurious spot with prices so high they'd make your wallet cry. Boss Chi Hong rolled up to their private room to greet his VIPs. "What's up, you absolute legends of Shrek Academy? I'm Chi Hong, the guy running this joint, and I'm super hyped. You chose our spot for your victory bash. Tell you what, everything you eat or snag today is totally on the house. Plus, I'm handing out these VIP black cards to all of you. Boom. 70% off for life." But Lan Xuanyu shut it down. "Respect the flex, boss. We don't just take freebies without earning them, so no need to comp the meal." But the guy was a total fanboy and kept pushing. "Chill, it's nothing. You kids literally put Shrek on the map today. Your future is going straight to the moon. You gotta give an old guy a chance to hype the next generation." Qianlei jumped in and grabbed the deal for the crew. "If Boss Key is paying, then fine. Let us not act humble. You sure you can handle our massive appetites, Boss Key?" Ki Hong threw his hands up like a total high roller. "Yeah, obviously. Eat until you guys literally pass out." The moment that guy left so they could hang out, Lu Feng dropped the truth. Hey, Qian Lei, check out Jin Banzi right now. That little beast is going totally wild over those earth dragon tendons. You think those sub-dragon monsters always have major beef with Jin Banzi or something? Lan Xuanyu shrugged and shared a plan. We definitely need to hit up Elder Shu about this situation later. That old man has literally seen it all, so he will know exactly what is up. The auction house is dropping some crazy loot today. We are talking real dragon, blood, and bones. Qianlei has banked now, but he is still a total cheapskate at heart. Let us be real, anything with the word dragon on it costs a fortune. Mengchen is totally calling him out for being so stingy right now. You huge cheapskate, are you actually stupid? If your summon beast levels up, it means your own power level gets totally cracked and insane. After eating at the Celestial Dynasty food spot, the group of 6 leaves laughing. These kids decide to hit the Shrek Academy auction house just for kicks. The second they walk inside, everyone starts staring at them from every direction. People start whispering, hey, it is definitely those kids from earlier. They are the absolute beasts who totally crushed the top 3rd-year squad today. Their power level is literally off the charts. Yin Huyi feels the vibe and his eyes go wide with shock. He points right at the VIP row next to them. Tang Yu is just chilling there, flying solo like she always does. Lan Xuanyu narrows his eyes, sensing the heavy mood. He thinks for a second before straight up walking over to her. Tang Yuji does not even turn her head. You came all this way just to flex on me? But Shrinyu just smiles like they are best friends. You guys only lost because you did not know our strategy. Suddenly, Tang Yuji says something totally unexpected. Honestly, thank you. This completely breaks Xuanyu's brain and leaves him feeling very confused. Wait, are you actually thanking me? The auction has not officially started yet, so everyone is just hanging out and soaking in the vibes. Tang Yuji wastes zero time explaining her weird mood swing. Of course, I am thanking you. If you had not talked to the dean like a boss, our squad would just be a bunch of total losers right now. How else would we get that sweet purple emblem? Shrinyu asks a real question. Is your whole class super stressed out right now? She shrugs it off. I already quit as class president. Someone had to take the fall for that huge failure anyway. Tang Yu looks very calm about the whole situation. No bitter vibes here. I am totally fine. Quitting those boring responsibilities just means I have way more time to work on my power level and grind. But I am giving you a warning right now. The tallest tree always takes the worst storm damage. She looks him in the eye, being dead serious. Your squad is showing off too much, so you better watch out. When the pressure hits, a weak team will literally just fall apart and die. Xuanyu's sharp instincts pick up on her toxic team drama immediately. Wait a second. What actually happened with your squad? Tang Yuji avoids his stare like a pro. My leadership skills were total garbage. I was not smart enough for the job, so I quit the main squad. Xuanyu asks quietly, poking at the wound. Did your crew even try to stop you from leaving? She looks up, acting like a lone wolf. Yeah, they tried to keep me. But I could feel their disappointment dragging me down. My terrible battle plans totally ruined their actual damage output during the fight. Losing the first time was just us rushing in, but getting crushed the second time? Yeah, that disaster is 100% on my head. Hearing her admit her failure without any excuses is tough. Honestly, even if you are going to lose, you should never crash that hard. Shuman Yu is low-key mind-blown by his senior's mental strength. She is very tough. If I messed up that badly, would I be able to stay cool? He is actually stressed about Tang Yu's current mess. So what is your actual plan now? Your 3rd year is starting to sound like a disaster. She just smirks and explains her comeback plan. I am not crying over spilled milk, dude. I am still the top fighter in my class. I am still the top predator here. Maybe I am the kind of soul master who is built to be a solo player. Now I can finally speedrun my grind. Once my soul power hits the legendary 6-ring level, I am making my 2-word battle armor right away. Her absolute savage ambition ignites a huge fire inside Xuanyu. I am going to grind twice as hard from now on, just watch me. With that heavy chat finally finished, he struts back to his own crazy crew. Yin Hui is dying of curiosity. Man, what kind of secrets were you two talking about just now? Lan Xuanyu shares all the details about their talk. Hearing this, Yin Hui goes silent and sneaks a look at the rival benches across the room. Right on cue, the massive auction finally explodes into action. The very first item of the night is absolutely unreal. We are looking at a super rare, mid-tier, heavenly treasure that could break the whole meta. This crazy loot only appears once every 10,000 years. Behold, the ice god Lotus, taken from the demigod lake in the northern wastelands of the mother planet. Wait, it gets even better. This specific drop is the legendary twin-stock Lotus morph. It is incredibly rare. If 2 ice element soul masters consume this thing at the exact same time, their spiritual cores will literally fuse in the most insane way possible. Let the bloodbath begin. Starting bids open at a massive 30 million credits, with every raise set at 1 million. Boom. A hand shoots up into the air without any hesitation at all. Number 60 bids 30 million. Qianlei, panicking in the next seat, tries to physically stop his totally crazy teammate from making a huge mistake. Dude, are you crazy? That is 30 million credits. Since when do you have that much cash? Meng Xian rolls her eyes like she might pass out. I want this loot, so back off. Why are you acting like my annoying dad? Get your hands off me. Qianlei groans like his soul is leaving. You are a total disaster and you are wasting money. Meng Chen is about to roast him, but suddenly, rare purple emblems get thrown at her face. Meng Chen catches the flying loot out of pure gamer instinct. Dude, seriously, what is your actual problem? But the second her brain processes those epic tier gems in her hands, her jaw hits the floor. Take it. Qianlei strikes the most extra boss-level pose of his entire life. If you want that god tier drop so bad, use my stash. For a second, Meng Chen thinks this nerd is actually radiating main character energy. Wait, are you serious? Even Lu Feng is staring at his bro like he lost his mind. Qianlei is the stingiest kid in the academy. Did his brain just short-circuit? But before anyone can react, another auction paddle slams into the air. Ling Yi works the mic to hype the crowd. Number 56, jumping in with 31 million. Meng Chen starts sweating buckets, her brain doing lightning math. Each bid is 1 million credits, so her next flex needs 32 million. Bai Shuzu sits there totally baffled, glaring at the other row like they are insane. Tang Yuge, what kind of chaotic play are you pulling? But Yuge stays frosty, dropping her ultimate trump card. Shrek Academy is officially freezing the bidding war. The moment she uses her authority, the entire system totally locks down. Boom. Snagged at 30 million flat. Shrek Academy just hijacked the auction system like absolute bosses. Meanwhile, back in the stands, Meng Chen shoves those expensive emblems right back at him. Take your purple badges back, bro. Are you actually brain dead or just pretending? Shuzu and I can pull our own stash for loot. We do not need your charity. But Qianlei just stands there looking like a total dork, refusing the cash. Just keep it for emergencies, okay? I will just go back to grinding. She still says no to the cash, but she definitely feels the squad vibes he is throwing down. Seriously, keep it. But thank you. The goofy kid waves off her moment like it is no big deal. Bro, stop being weird. No thanks needed. Lu Feng finally snaps and lets out a roast. Since when did you turn into such a big sugar daddy? Qianlei jumps up, totally triggered. Yo, I have always been a generous legend. Back on the main stage, Ling Yi starts hyping up the next legendary drop to keep the crowd hooked. This next lot might not be as broken as the Lotus, but literally anyone can use it. Behold the ultra-rare fruit of life. The spawn rate is crazy low, like once a decade. This is a legit 1,000-year tier fruit of life, and it has one broken buff. It literally hacks your maximum lifespan. For you basic normies, eating just one adds 30 years to your life, but for high-level soul masters, you are looking at an extra century. The opening bid starts at 30 million. This cheat code for cheating death sends the entire auction house into a feral meltdown. 40 million, 60 million, 90 million, 3 billion credits. Up in the VIP lounge, Nana drops a bid that nukes the entire room. 5 billion credits. Ling Yi smiles, totally milking the hype. Any other brave souls out there? Sold. Huge congratulations to VIP room number 6 for winning the fruit of life for 5 billion. Hearing that absolute galaxy brain price tag turns Qianlei and his squad into statues. 5 billion? Dude, we are still ridiculously, tragically broke. Down on stage, Ling Yi is already planning her next big tease. The hype in the room is absolutely unreal. Time for the final auction item of the day. Listen up. We are talking about a treasure starting at $100 billion. Yin Hui's jaw dropped. 100 billion? What kind of broken cheat code is this? Even massive corporations could not drop that much cash on the spot. Lan Xuanyu was totally mind-blown. Is this an auction or just a money-burning flex? Finally, the legendary treasure made its grand entrance. Feast your eyes on this masterpiece. This is officially the most expensive artifact we have seen in the last 10 years. The silver dragon spear hit the stage and stole everyone's soul. Ling Yi yelled across every corner of the massive hall. This epic spear doubles as a magic staff. It is the personal weapon of the Silver Dragon King, ranked number 6 among Supreme Shrek artifacts. The bid starts at 10 billion. You have 60 seconds to bid. Someone in the crowd lost their mind, screaming, "Holy scrap. That staff is a literal god-tier weapon." Too bad we only get 60 seconds. Yin Hui and Lan Xuanyu were totally speechless. 10 billion for a divine artifact is honestly a steal. Did Shrek Academy think no one would have the guts to buy it? Whatever the catch, we are too broke anyway. The brutal countdown started. 5. Xuanyu suddenly caught a familiar vibe from that silver dragon spear title. It was only one word off from Lu Feng and his white dragon spear. Each number hit like a sledgehammer to the chest. 4, 3, 2. But Lu Feng just stared at the floor, muttering about how cool it was. Ling Yi slammed down the final count. 1. Time is up. 0 bids. We are done here. On their way out, the squad bumped straight into Tang Yug. Lan Xuanyu, you seriously need to level up your cultivation. She dropped an insane challenge right to his face. I do not care how long it takes. I want an all-out, no-holds-barred fight with you. The kid rolled his eyes. Our soul power gap is a joke. Are you messing with me? Having dropped her threat, Yu spun around and walked away like a boss. She even threw a petty shoulder bump at Yin Hui just to flex. He stared at her lonely silhouette fading away, catching some seriously mixed-up feelings. Wait, is she not supposed to be the class president? Seems like she is built different from those other basic third-year scrubs. Since it was getting late, the crew started hyping each other to head back. We need to go grind our cultivation right now, but let us hit up the teacher first. Suddenly, Xuanyu got a genius, crazy idea. For a top-tier treasure like this, we should absorb it at Sea God Lake. The life energy there is perfect. Meng Chen and Xu Zhu groan in defeat. Are you nuts? 1 hour there burns 3 entire gold badges. Where are we even getting that kind of bread? Total ripoff. But Qian Lei pulled out that rich kid energy again. Relax, I will front the cash for you guys. The girls started whispering to each other instantly. What do you think about this? Let's check with the teacher before we do something crazy. Qian Lei looked totally crushed while turning to Xuanyu. Boss, they're not really going to borrow our money, right? Training at Sea God Lake is basically a black hole for your wallet. He sighed, lecturing his broke but flashy friend. Just look at them. Man, they are straight up pay-to-win players dropping stacks without even flinching. But listen, Qian Lei, I am going to give it to you straight. If you really like Meng Chen, you gotta value her more than anything else you own. Hearing that roast, the guys finally lost it. So, that is the real plan. I wondered why you were being so generous. Too bad you are way too chubby, bro. Meng Qian is never gonna go for that. Qian Lei snapped, shouting to defend his honor. So what if I am big? Husky guys are adorable. I can block the sun in summer and be a heater in winter. If things get dangerous, I can use my raw strength to protect her. Unfortunately, his savage squad didn't care. Talk to us when you actually win a fight, scrub. Xuanyu and the gang hit the lake and dropped a massive bomb on Tang Li. What the heck? A 10,000-year ice god Lotus? You kids are stupidly rich. Whatever. Forget it. Since you are my guy, I will pull some strings. We will cap it at 30 gold badges and you can absorb the whole thing. The kid was vibrating with hype as he nodded. You are the best, teacher. Xuanyu totally took the chance to snoop around for more info. Hey, teach. That 1,000-year life fruit at the auction sold for millions. Did our academy actually grow that insane thing? Tang Lei knew exactly what this sneaky kid was up to. Oh, here we go. But he played it totally dumb. Why? You want a bite? The kid rubbed his nose, clearly embarrassed, but he didn't say no. Look, I am young. I don't need a life boost yet. Tang Lei knew the hustle, so he reached into his robes and pulled out a legendary 1,000-year life fruit. Check this out. Tang Lei smirked, his eyes crinkling. Is this the legendary cheat item you were just talking about? The kid was mesmerized, staring hard at the treasure. Teach, you seriously have one too? Instead of explaining, Tang Lei just took a huge bite out of the divine fruit. Xuanyu stared at the bitten fruit and his brain totally short-circuited. In just a few savage bites, Tang Lei finished off a legendary 1,000-year life fruit. At that moment, Xuanyu felt his whole worldview shatter into pieces. Meanwhile, the guy who just broke his brain casually wiped his mouth. Not a bad flavor, honestly. Every single disciple at the School of Life gets one of these every month. The only catch is we can't sell them. We just eat them like snacks. Any more dumb questions, they parted ways with totally different vibes. No, I am done here. Teach. Back to the grind. All right, kid. See you later. Tang Li smirked, knowing he flexed hard but definitely left out a very important detail. Yeah, 1 fruit a month, but you gotta be at least a level 90 boss to get it. That troll move by Elder Tree was top tier. Anyway, back to the auction, where the silver dragon spear was still breaking the internet. Except now, the starting bid hit $100 billion. Meanwhile, the girls locked in the lake as their spot to absorb the ice lotus. A brand new semester kicked off with some insane sweaty hustle. Xuanyu pulled up to Senior Ming just like he always did. What's up, Senior? The guy let out a totally exhausted, annoyed sigh. This broke loser is back again. I am not lending you a single dime. But the kid just hit him with a random question. Hey, Senior, did our forging association just get some super rare metal? Ming grumbled but shared the intel anyway. What is it to you? Are you trying to craft something? Xuanyu didn't even try to hide his crazy ambition. I just want to see it. I want to buy some heavy silver. Cut into 100 exact squares. Ming flinched like he got hit by lightning. Buy heavy silver? Are you insane? He frantically spit out the crazy price tag. That will cost you 30 gold badges minimum. Are you absolutely sure about this? The kid kept his cool and nodded. I am dead serious. Sorry to bother you, senior. I am also going to need you to coach me. And just like that, Xuanyu started showing up every month to hammer out heavy silver. It was the ultimate test of everything he learned over the last 5 months. All right, let's get this grind started. Inside the forging room, Ming stared intensely at the kid. This Lan Xuanyu kid literally just joined the blacksmiths. Has he seriously been self-teaching this whole time? He has been here for months and hasn't asked a veteran like me for a single tip. Is this dude really trying to master forging just by reading books? Stop wasting time, bro. Actions speak way louder than words. Let's see what those self-taught skills can actually do before I drop some knowledge. After totally zoning in, the heavy silver was glowing red-hot like a volcano. The refining was done. He half closed his eyes, feeling the crazy energy waves still bouncing off the heavy silver. Xuanyu gripped his hammer with some seriously effortless swagger. Senior Ming was absolutely shook. Seeing the kid pull off such pro-level moves had him stuttering like a newbie from pure shock. These moves were way too familiar. No way a self-taught kid just achieved total unity with his hammer, right? Was he actually some kind of crazy forging prodigy? Plus, that last strike. If my eyes are not lying, that is the legendary Tang Sec technique. Ming blurted out the name, completely freaking out. That familiar vibe was unmistakable. It is the most overpowered forging art for purifying metals in all the legends. When did he learn that? To top it off, the heavy silver was shrinking down to exactly 1/3 of its original size, and it was glowing brighter by the second. Did his last 12 hammer strikes just complete the 100 refinements? Is this kid already a rank 2 forge master? Leveling up this fast is totally insane. Ming wanted to bury his face in the dirt. He had just been bragging about teaching the kid, but this flex proves Xuanyu was practically on his level. Xuanyu completely ignored the senior's confused rambling. He was way too in the zone, smashing that metal like an absolute beast. Tang Lei's epic lessons kept ringing in his head. Forging, basically, is the hardcore process of creating actual life. Riding that hype, the kid unleashed a blazing hammer strike onto the silver. Instantly, a blinding golden aura exploded. Ming's jaw literally hit the floor. He did it, man. Is this real life or am I tripping? That light pillar shot up over 1 foot high. Not bad. The whole chunk is glowing like crazy. Junior, you're a beast. But plot twist, the guys look totally crushed instead of hyped. Only 1 foot high? Man, this is totally trashed. Ming rushed in to defend the metal's honor. Trashed? Where the heck is it trashed? Didn't you just nail the 1,000 refinements? 1,000 refinements creates a soul, making the metal glow. The kid argued, but Uncle Lei said it needs to hit 10 feet to be a success. This is just 1 measly foot. Ming blanked out, double-checking that name. Did you just say Uncle Lei is your master? His eyes sparkled with total respect and fanboy energy. You could say that. He taught me how to forge. Ming finally snapped out of it and congratulated him. I knew it. With a top-tier master, no wonder you leveled up. A rank 3 forge master is straight up wild. The kid humbly fired back a compliment. I still gotta thank you for dragging me into this, senior. Then, cocking his head, he asked, did you say this actually counts as a success? Is it even worth anything? Ming thumped his chest like a boss. Heck yeah, it is. 1,000 refined metal? This single chunk bags you 5 white emblems. That's all it took for Xuanyu's inner money-hungry goblin to wake up. 1 piece equals 5 white emblems, so 100 pieces is 500, which is 30 yellow emblems. That is 10 times profit. Sick. Ming snapped him out of his greedy math. Hey, Junior, by that crazy look, you want to sell this 1,000 refined heavy silver? The kid nodded, sealing the deal. Ming jumped into negotiation mode. If I buy it, can I get a homie discount? Xuanyu flashed a grin, telling his senior to chill out. Man, just take it. Without your tips, I would still be running in useless circles. Ming stubbornly waved him off. No way, bro. I can't just take your hard work for free. I'm your senior. I gotta keep my pride intact. Let's call it 4 emblems. That's already a steal, just this once. But man, this is so weird. Your 1,000 refined metal is super quirky. Energy layers are fine. So why is the core activity so low? I gotta research this right now. Junior, keep doing your thing. Xuanyu waved goodbye while a heavy dose of curiosity flared up in his mind. Just by looking, he could read the metal's internal changes. This senior is seriously built different. After Ming left, Lan Xuanyu hyped himself up for another round of forging heavy silver. Using experience from his last attempt, he felt way more in sync with the metal. but spamming these intense forging sessions was wrecking his stamina. That makes 4 times. I'm tapped out. I'll try again tomorrow. Finals are literally the day after. Suddenly, Ming's frantic, screaming voice snapped the kid back to reality. Junior, the senior practically tackled him in a crazy, emotional bear hug. It's freaking flawless, you absolute legend. Junior, you're officially my lucky charm. Ming's hyped-up voice echoed through the whole forging room. I did it. I freaking did it. I finally succeeded. Xuanyu was completely clueless. Bro, what the heck is going on? Ming was riding a crazy adrenaline high. I tested the heavy silver you made, and out of nowhere, I hit my first ever spirit refinement. The success rate for spirit refinement is absolute garbage and burns through too many resources. Senior, please let go. Spirit refinement gives the metal its own actual soul. It is a straight-up mutation. With this success, I'm officially a rank 5 Forge Master. Ming squeezed Xuanyu's hand, overflowing with mad gratitude. Junior, thanks to your insane luck, the #1 spot in the outer court is mine. We don't even have a rank 5 Forge Master yet. The kid awkwardly hyped him up. Massive congrats, Senior. Now that you broke through once, grinding later will be a breeze. Ming sprinted off like a total madman immediately. I gotta go flex this to the whole class. He left Xuanyu standing there, baffled. A rank 5 Forge Master is spirit refinement, really? That brutal? Wonder when I'll be able to pull that off. Suddenly, Xiaoqi's strict warnings crashed back into his mind. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is a chill day. Then comes the ultimate final exam showdown. Even Master Zhen Hua dropped hints about how crazy important this exam actually is. Our scores here will straight up forge our whole future at the academy. If you want those sweet resources, you gotta deliver. That's why every student is holding their breath right now. I gotta unleash every ounce of my power. Hopefully, I can totally crush this exam and pass. A fire sparked in Xuanyu's eyes. He absolutely had to lock in and prepare. Right on cue, his comms pinged with a notification for tomorrow's squad meetup. Outside, the world was soaked in a sick golden sunset vibe. The sun was basically clocking out, throwing long shadows over the mountains. Xuanyu bolted in a mad dash to link up with his squad. Meng Qian flashed a cheeky smirk and roasted him. Hey captain, you're late? But he ignored the jab, turning straight to his girl. Hey Shusu, let's go. Her galaxy purple eyes locked onto him, leaving zero room for anyone else in her vision. Suddenly, his view went pitch black. Meng Qian ruthlessly blocked their cheesy staring contest. Can you two stop throwing this cringe dog food at us for 1 second? Qian Lei saw his moment to shamelessly plug himself. Look at me, my eyes are overflowing with sincerity too. But Meng Qian shut him down with absolute zero chill. Bro, the fat on your cheeks is literally swallowing your eyes. Like, who could even read this guy's mind? Ever since his golden summon chunked up, Qian Lei has literally become our squad's ultimate meat shield. Dude's ego is completely off the charts right now. He keeps flexing about being a nimble big guy. Meanwhile, Lu Feng mastered his soul's epic evolution. He's closing in on rank 40 like an absolute beast. Then there's Lan Mengchen, second highest soul power in our crew, rocking twin souls at rank 49, and she's the one talking mad trash right now. Alright, agile meat shield. When are we throwing hands? Qian Lei totally bailed, stammering that he does not fight girls. Seriously though, if Yuanan Hui Hui was not such a freak of nature, she would be the undisputed boss of our freshman class. Acting like total idiots, the squad hit their destination. Lan Mengqian just scoffed and crossed her arms. If you are scared, just admit it. Like you could even lay a finger on me. Lan Xuanyu ignored the roast, smoothly sliding a drink over to Bai Shuso instead. Yo, catch this. Lan Mengqian smirked, acting totally offended. Why is there only one? Where is my VIP treatment? The two immediately started bickering over nothing. Man, did you not literally say you hated this stuff last time? Well, my vibe changed, so now I want it. Fine. I will go get you one right now. Bai Shuzu just sighed, watching her dramatic friends stomp away. Deep down, she knew Mengqin was jealous. Lan Xuanyu just shook his head, spitting facts. Man, girls are totally impossible to figure out. Shu shoved a spoonful of ice cream in his face, acting mad. Watch your mouth. She is my bestie, you know. As the spoon hovered right by his lips, the vibe between them suddenly shifted. The air got super heavy with some seriously undeniable tension. To him, she looked insanely pretty right then, just glowing under the light. Mesmerized, Lan Xuanyu just blankly chewed whatever she shoved in his mouth. It took his brain 3 seconds to process it. When it clicked, his face turned red. Bai Jiusu suddenly kicked him right in the shin. He jumped back, totally confused. Ow! What the heck was that for? He yelled. She just glared at him, looking even more ticked off. The squad basically ate their way through the whole food street. But the real main event, The epic underground auction house. Our 6-player crew pooled 12 purple badges. The plan was simple, stack up on consumables to survive the brutal final exams. A few rounds in, Lan Xuanyu threw his paddle up twice, sniping 2 insane recovery spirit fruits. He even threw a casual peace sign at Tang Yuge. "Sup, senior?" Up on stage, Ling Yi grabbed the mic. "All right." Up next is item number 11, a legit spatial storage bracelet, not just some basic soul device. It was a rare, top-tier masterpiece with 5 cubic meters of space. Starting bid is 5 million. Minimum raise is 50,000 federal credits. Instantly, the crowd went absolutely wild. Qianlei grabbed his arm, vibrating with hype. "Get that, boss. We need it. It is clutch." Lan Xuanyu slapped his paddle up and dropped a 10 million bid. He dropped a staggering 14 million credits to secure the bag. Feeling like total bosses, they bailed from the auction house early. Once outside, Lan Xuanyu tossed the epic loot to his teammate. "Yo, Yuan and Hui, you are our heavy hitter. Take it. You wear it. It is way safer with you." That trust hit him right in the feels. "Lan Xuanyu, bro, you are literally the absolute best." Lan Xuanyu spun around with a reckless grin. "Since the night is still young, let us hit up one more spot." Lan Menqin raised an eyebrow, totally suspicious. Where are you dragging us now?" His grin got wider and way more mischievous. "To load up our shiny new inventory, obviously. Gotta put this expensive gear to work, right?" Morning sunlight blazed across the epic towers of Shrek Academy, giving the whole campus a crazy, legendary vibe. Inside the classroom, Xiao stood at the front, looking dead serious as he dropped the bomb. "Listen up, your freshman finals might sound basic, but they are packed with lethal traps. First, you are getting dumped onto an alien planet with brutal conditions. Your mission? Secure the objective and drag it back to base before time runs out. Scraping by gets you a passing grade. But if you want bonus points, you better go beyond the limit. You will get the real intel once you drop. But here is the savage part. Your team size dictates your mission level. You roll in with a massive squad, prepare for absolute nightmare difficulty. All right, lock in your squads right now. Lan Xuanyu, you are up first." He confidently kicked back his chair and stood tall. "Teach, we are rolling 6 deep. Me, Yuan and Hui, Lan Menqin, Bai Xiu, Lu Feng, and Qianlei. We are fully locked." Xiao just nodded, unbothered. "Cool. Where are the rest of you?" The class started calling out their little squads. "Teach, we got a trio." "Ah, it is just the 2 of us here." Once the roster was locked, Xiao dropped the final order. "Gear up and be at the gate in exactly 1 hour. Oh, and Lan Xuanyu's squad, get your butts into my office, now." Totally baffled, Lan Xuanyu still barked out that he understood. A minute later, a massive collective screech echoed from the office. Xiao just smirked, ignoring their shattered expressions. "Guess I do not need to introduce her." "Ha! Tang Yuge is stuck in the same chaotic situation as you guys. For the junior year finals, she is literally a one-woman army. Meanwhile, you tryhards stacked a crazy 6-player roster. So, the Academy bigwigs had an idea. Tang Yuge is officially crashing your party as leader. Boom. You are a 7-player super squad now." Xiao dropped the real bad news without breaking a sweat. "Since she is a powerhouse, your mission difficulty just skyrocketed to hell. Consider it the ultimate vibe check." "Got it?" Lan Xuanyu scowled, his brain already running a million chaotic calculations. Tang Yuge was the undisputed boss of the 3rd years. Adding her to the roster meant their exams were going to be pure nightmare fuel. This was insanely messed up. What kind of twisted game was Shrek Academy playing? Wan and Hui totally lost it, screaming at the top of his lungs. "Teach, no way. We do not need some random bossing us around when she does not know our vibe." But Xiao shot him down. The Academy's word is law. You do not get a veto. Out on a real, bloody battlefield, you will get thrown into chaotic, random alliances all the time. You think you can just play solo with your little clique forever? Wake up. The roster is completely locked. Deal with it. Now, get out and gear up. The dropship leaves at 0 hour. Yuan and Hui was ready to throw a massive tantrum, but Lan Xuanyu yanked him back, stepping up like a real boss. "Teach, we get it. We'll take her." He smirked at the 3rd year. "We're counting on you, big shot." Tang Yuju blinked, totally stunned by his chill vibe. Then she dropped a bombshell that shook the squad. "Nah, keep the crown. You're still captain. I'll take your lead out there." Xiao nearly broke his neck turning around. Did she just hand over power? Was this actually the arrogant Tang Yuge standing here? Shrek Academy putting her in Lan Xuanyu's chaotic squad was meant to be some big, dramatic social experiment. They wanted to watch them crash and burn trying to get along. But these absolute legends didn't even fight. Before the exam started, they flipped the script and tamed their wild card. Look, once Tang Yuji gears up her battle armor, she could basically wipe the floor with Lan's crew. Instead, she just handed him the keys to the kingdom. These exams were about to get wild. The Academy definitely did not see this massive power move coming. Lan Xuanyu stepped up, showing some real respect. Thanks for having my back, he smirked. I won't let you down. Welcome to the team, senior. Tang Yuji flashed a confident grin. I'm gonna pull my weight, she promised. Under everyone's gaze, they locked hands. A total game changer for the Alliance. 0 hour hit way faster than expected. Xiao Kai's voice boomed like thunder. Time is up, people. Let's roll out. The freshmen piled into the massive soul-guided ride. Tang Yuji was already scaring everyone with her edgy senior vibes. But man, Shrek owning a private space center? Mind's blown. Shrek actually owns a literal starship. Talk about a crazy flex. Right before the deadly trial kicked off, Xiao Kai dropped one final hardcore warning. I already briefed you, he barked. But listen up, because this is crucial. We aren't playing games anymore. This exam drops you straight into the real world. No virtual safety nets this time. This isn't a simulation like the entrance test. Lan Xuanyu called it. His wild theory was actually spot on. That last test was just a massive fake-out. He locked in, hanging on every word. This time, the danger is 100% real. You mess up, you die. Get that through your thick skulls, Xiao Kai warned. Every future test will be out in the wild. Only blood, sweat, and total chaos will turn you into legends. If this trial is too hardcore, chicken out right now. The exit is wide open for cowards. The starship rumbled, punching straight through the atmosphere. We were leaving the planet in the dust. Strangely, Lan Xuanyu felt zero motion sickness, nothing like that brutal ride from the previous exam. He just zoned out, entering deep meditation. His senses locked onto the shifting cosmic energy. Only Buzzkill, that rich life force from the mother planet, was fading fast. Suddenly, his eyes snapped open. Crazy glowing particles were swarming everywhere. Wait, are these actual elemental specks? Floating in the vacuum of space? No way. Pure spatial elements just chilling in the void? Are we tearing through a wormhole right now? His bloodline vortex slammed into overdrive. A silver glow wrapped around his inner core. The dragon god scale was finally waking up. This cosmic energy was literally force-feeding his bloodline. Talk about a massive free power-up. I get it now, he thought, totally hyped. If the elemental pressure is heavy enough, my bloodline just drinks it up. Countless pale blue stars whipped into a glowing galaxy. The energy vortex looked unreal. Then the ship's intercom shattered the silence. Listen up, rookies. The system blasted. We're dropping into the zone in exactly 1 hour. We just ripped out of the wormhole. The jolt dragged Lan back to reality. He finally cracked the code to his powers. Freaking awesome, he smirked. He pressed his face against the glass to see the void. That gnarly-looking planet down there? That's our absolute nightmare of a destination. Brace yourselves, kids, the speakers roared. Lan Xuanyu stared down through the viewport. He was blown away by the cosmic view. Just look at the size of that storm. Total death trap. The weather on this rock is going to be brutal. Bam. The whole cabin jerked violently. Red alarms started screaming in our ears. Brace for impact, the system roared. Lock your harnesses now. Even strapped in, Lan felt this insane, crushing gravity. We were smashing straight into the atmosphere. The whole metal beast groaned like it was tearing apart. We punched through the sky and hit the dirt. Qian Lei took one look outside and shuddered. This place looks like pure trash, he muttered. Whatever, no backing out now. Lumina Head was a massive military outpost. As the thrusters killed their burn, those giant steel gates groaned open like a monster's mouth. Ground control flashed, heavy neon signals. The ship hit the dirt with a thud. Destination reached. Xiao Kai marched his rookies straight out the hatch. A squad of hardcore grunts was waiting on the tarmac. Suo Hang threw up a stiff military salute. What's up, Teacher Xiao? He barked, welcome to the hellscape of Resource Planet 4. We're fully locked and loaded. Just follow my lead. Lan Xuanyu chilled in the back, sizing up these heavily armed badasses in uniform. Suo Hang dragged us into a briefing bunker. Listen up, fresh meat, he barked. Welcome to Resource Planet 4. You're about to run a dangerous op here. Your objective is a straight-up scavenger hunt. You need to drag back at least 1 kilogram of rare metals, and not from one spot. Every one of you needs 2 different types of loot. You want to flex on the leaderboards? Drag back extra loot or rare variants to boost your grade. Xiao Kai added rules. Small squads of 2 or 3. You need 3 types of metal. Mid-sized gangs of 4. Better scrounge up 4 types. Running a massive squad of 6 or more? You're forced to hunt down 5 different types. Now get in line and grab your standard issue military gear. Your breathing masks only hold 5 days of air. Step up and grab your survival kits. The clock is officially ticking. He glared at the cocky rookies with ice in his eyes. We just pinged the map to your soul comms. Do not forget, 5 days is your limit. If the cleanup crew drags your half-dead bodies back, you fail instantly. Are we absolutely clear? Crystal clear, the squad barked back. Then the team split up, marching straight out of the safe zone. They stepped right into a totally unknown wasteland. Lan Xuanyu took the lead, waving his squad forward. Let us wreck this. It was absolute chaos out there. Psycho winds ripped through the valley, trying to shred everyone to pieces. Lan Xuanyu kept his head down, dragging his crew along. Called it. The gravity here is double our home turf. Add those freezing death winds screaming in our ears, and this heavy gravity makes you feel straight up nauseous. Lan mentioned threw her hand up with a cocky smirk. Relax. Su and I thrive in this freezing trash heap. This insane winter wasteland is basically an endless buff for us. Lan Xuanyu crunched the numbers on their tactical route. The base sits center stage, surrounded by 4 zones, each spawning crazy rare metals. But totally boxing in those 4 zones is a massive curved mountain range. If we want that 5th metal type, we have to push through those deadly peaks. This is a total scam. Chi and Lei groaned, looking totally stressed. Honestly, Lan Xuanyu saw this garbage coming a mile away. Our squad has 7 members, so the system cranked the difficulty to max, especially since we brought a senior along. Any brilliant ideas, senior? But Tang Yu handed over the leadership role, putting his trust in Lan Xuanyu. No way, you are the boss. I am just following orders. Lan Xuanyu did not even blink, snatching the commander role. Cool, we blitz the 4 center zones first, snatching the loot. Then we push out into the wild zone. Those mountains are packed with unknown nightmares, and whatever is past them is going to be torture. Let us roll. I am taking point. Mia, Bella, take the flanks. Senior Terra, watch our backs. Everyone else, stick to the center. Liam's eyes burned with fire as he led his squad into the belly of the beast. His instincts suddenly screamed a warning. Another crew was creeping up on their turf. Liam stopped dead in his tracks and shot them a ruthless glare. Ben, bro, what is your squad playing at? Busted. Ben stepped out of the shadows with a cocky smirk. Just chilling. Need meat shields for the wind? Look, we just won our mission quota. You keep the extra loot, deal? Liam's brain ran the math in a split second. Finally, he nodded. Fine, but my crew takes 85%. You get 15. After this, we head straight to the Ark Mountains. You roll with us the whole way, no backing out. Got it? Minutes later, the alliance was locked in. Liam started barking orders like a pro. All right, Ben, hold the line here. Be ready to back us up. Vance, you are with me. We are busting open the front line. Leo, you and Ben take the mid-guard. Just like that, the massive squad split into formation. Back at the base, Mr. Kyle watched the monitors. Suddenly, a voice shouted, 5 types of rare metals. Silas stared at Liam's brutal mission specs. Is not this difficulty level completely cracked? There is 0 way they have enough time for this. Kyle smirked. Crushing pressure is the only way to awaken true potential. Still, a sliver of doubt remained. Man, I hope you are right. That danger is real. Ever since Liam's bloodline mutated from the dragon god scale, every element that came near him just completely surrendered. He was basically the son of the wind. The element practically worshipped and shielded him. Honestly, that alone turned this wasteland into his personal playground. Hitting his earpiece, he yelled over the static. Senior Terra, can you sense any rare metals around here? I can pick up signals nearby, but I need time. Suddenly, her face went pale. She sensed something horrific. Wait, Liam screamed at the top of his lungs. Everybody, watch out. Seeing his squad literally getting blown away, panic spiked. Grab onto my blue-silver vines right now. He yanked them back just in the nick of time. Staring down a monster tornado, Liam forced himself to stay cool. Do not panic. Channel your soul power and brace yourselves. Hold onto the vines, clump together now. But the savage winds ripped them off the ground like rag dolls. Gripping the vines with everything he had, he roared. Do not hold back your soul power. Shield your hazard suits. If these suits rip, we are toast. Tyler was screaming like a maniac under the pressure. Damn it, I am gonna hurl. When does this end? The hurricane became a death trap, swallowing them whole. Spinning like a broken roller coaster, Tyler's brain completely short-circuited. 2 seconds later, he was aggressively puking. Lucas watched the disaster unfold with pure disgust. Tyler, you nasty idiot. Even Bella was fighting for her life, swallowing the sick feeling in her throat. No way, I refuse to throw up, she thought. Meanwhile, Tyler was dying inside. He just puked inside his helmet, right in front of his crush. This is so freaking embarrassing. As the dude flailed like a dying fish, a hand clamped onto him. Mia screamed through the storm. Shock flashed in Tyler's dizzy eyes. Mia locked her grip, keeping his pathetic butt from flying away. She flashed a cocky smirk at his weakness. You are absolutely disgusting. Then, Liam's voice shattered the chaos. Brace yourselves. We are getting spit out. We are hundreds of meters up with double gravity. Watch the landing. I am deploying the wind gliders. Protect your gear at all costs. A split second later, they slammed into the dirt like meteors. As the dust settled, battered bodies groaned in the wreckage. Everyone was wiped out. Tyler let out a sigh of relief. Heck yeah, we are not dead yet. Liam groaned, done with his nonsense. Shut up and wash your nasty face. Mia hid behind Bella, looking thoroughly grossed out. You reek. Stay 10 feet away from me. Staring at the raging twister, Liam could not shake the gnawing dread. That storm was just the beginning. Pretty sure that was just a baby. If a big one hits, we are toast. How do we even survive this hellhole? Bella stepped up fast. Liam, if Mia and I tag team, we can totally spawn an ice shield for the entire squad. His eyes went wide with shock. Wait, how? They locked hands. Instantly, blinding light exploded from them like a supernova. The ice power in this wasteland is absolutely insane. We can max out our power. Watch and learn, boys. In a flash, a massive ice dome materialized out of thin air. Tyler's jaw hit the floor. Instant ice dome? That is sick. Mia stepped up, looking totally smug. Exactly. If things go south, we pop this shield and keep everyone safe. The weight on Liam's shoulders lifted a bit. Freaking awesome. Now, the only nightmare left is mining metals. Tara cut in, looking totally confident. I think I have the cheat code for that. I just scanned the area. This whole planet is swimming in metal elements. The surface dirt is literal ore. Right under our boots is a gold mine of rare metal ores. But the boss wants pure metal, not dirty rocks. We have to figure out how to refine this junk. Total silence hit the crew. Then someone stepped up like a total boss. I can superheat the ores and melt them down. That will cut the dead weight we have to carry. Forging is my side hustle, so I can speedrun the refinement. I will do the digging. Cool. I am on delivery duty. Awesome. Stop talking and start grinding. Right here. Once the digging was done, Leo blasted the rocks with heat. Liam hit them with a refining process while Tara secured the pure metal elements. The whole smelting and forging combo became an absolute breeze. Finally, Tara morphed the shiny metal into a perfect cube. Owen immediately stashed the loot into his spatial bracelet. Liam's eyes glowed with hype. This quality is totally cracked, right? All right, squad, catch your breath. Then we rushed the next zone. The crew was vibing, farming rare metals this fast. Hanging with the boss man really pays off. Once everyone recharged, they marched straight into Zone 2. Shielded by the Zero Ice Dome, the squad pushed forward into the wasteland. And this time, not a single freaking tornado could touch them. Literally 36 hours on this dirt rock. Our squad already snagged 5 different ultra-rare metals. 4 of those alone maxed out our storage rings. Insane efficiency, right? Out of nowhere, one guy yells, "Captain." You could hear the raw curiosity in his voice. Are we seriously rushing past the Arc Mountain range right now? Lan Xuanyu just paused for a second. Nah, we are heading back to base, he deadpanned. Ming Chen looked shook. Wait, back to base? Kidding me? Catching their confusion, our boy dropped the logic. Teacher Xiao never actually banned us from turning back mid-mission, right? We drop off the loot, catch our breath, and chill for a bit. He turns to the others. Brother Bing, we can cash in our mission right now. You guys do not have to babysit us anymore. We are solid. Tian Liang got tilted. What the heck, man? We swore we would stick together. I figured it out. Sticking with you is a cheat code for endless loot. Bro, we would gladly act as the spare tires for your squad. That desperation left Lan Xuanyu absolutely speechless. Since when were they this ridiculously obsessed? But deep down, Tian Lang was smug. Only a massive idiot would ditch Lan Xuanyu right now. Hanging with this dude does not just farm easy metals. It triggers a second soul awakening. Broken, right? Fast forward, the whole crew storms back into camp. Commander Su Ohuang stared at their massive haul. His jaw literally hit the dirt. Barely past 30 hours and they mined 4 insane ores. Now they are just kicking back. Your academy brats are way too overpowered. They are speedrunning faster than our military. Teacher Xiao looked incredibly salty. These little punks, I should have nerfed their rules way harder, he muttered. Meanwhile, back at the base on planet number 4, the squad was drooling over the massive feast on the table. Chen Lei inhaled his grub like a black hole, letting out a nasty burp. Dang, the food here actually slaps. But then he spotted a terrifying shadow approaching and choked. That instantly snapped Lan Xuanyu to attention. Yo, Teacher Xiao, he greeted. The teacher locked onto them with killer intent. You kids are supposed to be 2 teams, but you are moving as 1. You are not rolling with 7 members. You are ganging up with 10. You are basically exploiting the system right now. You want to pass? Now you have to farm 6 types of rare metals instead. Fail and your scores tank while I take every drop of your loot. Qianlei practically wet himself. That is pure garbage. Teacher, you are scamming us. Teacher Xiao sighed, rubbing his temples in defeat. You annoying little brats, watch me put you in your place. But Lan Xuanyu smoothly cut him off. Hold up, teacher. The dude glared at him. Totally done. What now? Our guy smirked, pointing at the massive pile of loot. Teacher, do us a solid and find a warehouse. We seriously need somewhere to stash all these mega rare metals we just casually harvested. Staring at their god-tier haul, Teacher Xiao was low-key losing his mind. What kind of broken drop rate is this? Back when I was at the academy, how come I never had this kind of flex? 8 hours later, fully recharged and targets locked, the squad rolled out from the base once again. Commander Suo Huang was still fanboying hard over them. Brains and brawn, that kid is an absolute prodigy. If he joins the military, our doors are wide open. But Teacher Xiao shut that down with zero hesitation. Do not even dream about it, bro. Too many big shots are already watching this punk. I guarantee the academy is hoarding him. Suo Huang completely froze. Hoarding him? Even the elite intercourt students rarely get that kind of VIP treatment. But Teacher Xiao was not bluffing. The kid's cultivation level is basically trash right now. Yet he's already pulling off this god-level performance. As his homeroom teacher, I am seriously hyping up the day he peaks. Su Hong rolled his eyes. Are you seriously flexing your student right now? Hey, class rep, when did you actually finish building that mecha? Was it your sophomore year or were you a senior? That massive disrespect instantly set Su Hong off. Zip it or I will end your career right here. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad was already hauling. Off in the distance, those jagged peaks of the Arc Mountain range finally hit the horizon. The whole crew was absolutely losing it with hype. We are taking a 30-minute breather at the base. Huey, crack open that sea god lake water from your storage ring. It is time to refill our stamina. Yu Qian's eyes basically popped out of his skull at that flex. You guys are casually walking around with actual sea god lake water? That is way too rich for me. Hu just gave him a wicked, cheeky wink. You think this is a flex? Bro, you have not even seen the actual VIP gear yet. Lan Xuanyu flicked his wrist and dropped the next order. Hu, pass me the spirit shield. It looks like Xiao is about to go unhinged again. Wait, you mad lad actually smuggled soul devices into a survival test? A slick, rebellious smirk hit Lan Xuanyu's face. Hey, it is for the sake of the team. The Academy never explicitly banned high-tech soul devices, right? If it is not in the rulebook, then it is totally legal in my book. Huge, clearly vibing with the chaos, bounced right up. Big bro, you want me to hook you up with more broken gear? Meanwhile, Tian Liang was glitching from shock. A freaking spirit shield. That is a one-time consumable meant for literal mechas. Even a rich kid like me is way too broke for that trash. 30 minutes later, they beat the incoming dust storms. The squad blitzed to the first peak, staying hyper-focused as they pushed into hostile territory. Suddenly, you shrieked in total panic. Heads up, the earth elements are spiking like crazy. Before she even finished, psycho rock spikes violently erupted from the ground. Boulders rained down like heavy artillery. Lan Xuanyu's reflexes snapped, yanking his entire crew out of the literal danger zone instantly. Shu, watch your six. Yuju is basically screaming now. There's a massive earth core pulsing inside the mountain, and it is totally locking onto us. Lan Xuanyu whipped out his blue-silver grass, binding the whole squad together like a lifeline. Dodge the area of effect attacks, hold the formation, and whatever you do, do not get separated. With Lan Xuanyu calling the shots, the team stayed cool, weaving through the stone spears. Inch by inch, they forced their way up. Lu Feng hit the peak. Lan Xuanyu barked, keeping the squad in check. Find out what the heck is triggering these earth spikes. The speedster did not even blink. Roger that. Lu Feng kicked his agility into overdrive. He styled on the terrain, dodging lethal crossfire with some insane, physics-defying acrobatics. Channeling his aura, he launched into the sky. But the second he saw the peak, horror hijacked his face. He was staring at a mob of stone golems. Lu Feng's heart flatlined. We have got literal rock titans up here. He relayed over the comms, voice tense. Captain, I just spotted a whole raid group of stone golems. These ugly boulders are definitely spamming those spike traps. I am pulling their aggro now. Use my cover to push up. Using his max level speed, Lu Feng literally broke their ankles, making those giants smash into each other. Our boy could not help but smirk at the free experience. Their artificial intelligence is garbage. Just big, dumb meat shields swinging on instinct. Down below, Lan Xuanyu was stressing. Senior sister, what kind of freakish spawn is this? Her eyes were glued to the chaos above. Bro, those look like mutated earth elementals. And wait, since when did you get so casually slick with calling me senior sister? Like, why are you just dropping my actual name? Xuanyu's face scrunched up in confusion. What the heck is an earth spirit anyway? The other guy actually bothered to explain. It is a pure earth element spirit, bro. When energy gets ridiculously dense, it literally wakes up. Though normally, these things barely have a brain. We are basically trespassing on their turf, so obviously they are attacking. Let me try to vibe with them. Seeing Yuji just chilling safely in front of that massive stone golem, Xu Mingyu was totally mind blown. The rock giant was not even trying to smash her. Wait, is it because of her martial soul? He could not hide his hype and instantly started cheering. The golem straight up stopped. Our senior is incredibly sick for talking to rocks, but right after the hype, Yuji's face went dead serious. Things are messed up. This planet hates us. Earth spirits or whatever. They are super slow and do not care to fight. But the sharp metal elementals, they are going to hunt us down. That reality check made Xuanyu freeze in his tracks. Twin core planet, what does that even mean? She slowly laid out the facts. Yeah, the core of this world is built from earth and metal elements. The Federation mining probably ticked off the spirits. Honestly, we are totally the bad guys here. The other students rudely cut her off. Why are we overthinking this like nerds? Mining this rock is literally the Academy's business. Even Yu Wan and Hui Hui could not hold back a sarcastic eye roll. If the Academy okayed the mining, they are not blowing up the planet. Drama queens. Instead of snapping back, Yuju just hit them with an ice-cold glare. Keep yapping, I will trash you when we get back. Hui Hui instantly choked. Whoa, chill out. Xuanyu immediately jumped in to save the vibe. Everybody take a breath. We can interrogate the teachers later. Let us just keep mining for now. Huge. We are relying on your earth elemental skills for defense. Then, she dropped a bombshell that left him stunned. Actually, I have got a cheat code strategy. One that will score us better loot. If you guys buy me time, I can hit rank 60 right now. I will unlock a totally busted soul skill that will make this mining trip a breeze. That instantly hooked Xu and Yu's attention. Share with the class. They switched to an encrypted channel. After catching the massive secret, his eyes practically bugged out. How long is this epic level up going to take? Facing his question, Yuji did not even flinch. 10 hours, max. Without a second thought, he was all in. Bet. Start cultivating right freaking now. Yuji went full zen mode to force her breakthrough. Honestly, Hui Hui was just standing there looking starstruck. She is hitting rank 60 while I just hit 56. My leveling speed is total garbage. Qianlei felt that uncalled for flex deep in his soul. Bro, pipe down. I am stuck at rank 30. While everyone panicked, Xu Yunyu played it cool. Everyone chill and watch how you handles this breakthrough. This is a crazy rare chance to learn from a pro. 5 hours crawled by until Yuji finally snapped out of her trance. The moment she stretched, the entire vibe of the place shifted. Her squad went wild hyping her up. She actually pulled it off. 6 soul rings, a real soul emperor. And she is only 15, man. Xuanyu was the only one checking her vitals. How is the power flow? You need a second to stabilize. Despite the squad freaking out over her safety, she just brushed it off like a boss. Let us move out. I can fix this aura later. The gang started hyping each other up. Pack the ice fort. We are moving. But right then, Yuge sensed something seriously toxic in the air. The ground quaked, sending them into full panic mode. What is happening? Are those rock losers attacking us again? It is a metal element storm. Even Yuge lost her cool and started screaming. Hurry up, toughen the ice defenses now. This intensity is totally wrecking the last storm, but she was met with pure, unfiltered panic. We are too late, man. The ice fort is literally shattering to pieces. In desperate survival mode, Shuhu and Yu barked orders at Hui Hui. The ice is toasted. Hui Hui dropped the spirit aura shield. He instantly raised his hands to cast it. Got it. In a heartbeat, the sky turned a sick, blood-red color. That sight had the whole crew losing it. Holy crap, it is a tornado full of literal razor blades. This is straight up hell. Everyone stared helplessly at the absolute chaos. What is the big brain play? Shuhani was sweating bullets as he yelled, Yuge, how long is this doomstorm lasting? She looked completely rattled for once. I have no idea. Plus, there are razor elementals hiding in the wind. Terror was written on her face. After a split second of frantic thinking, he laid down the law. Do it now. We are drilling right here. Yuge triggered her ultimate. Copy that. Get ready. 6 soul skill, 5 elements evasion art. Yet the apocalyptic scene still had everyone terrified. The spirit aura shield is getting shredded. Swap to another one. Now. Listen up, losers. Yuge is carving out an underground bunker for us to hide in. Summoning his last bit of chill, Shu and Yu gave the carry orders. Hold on. Girls drop down first, then the support players. Grab my blue-silver grass or you are getting yeeted into the sky. But Mengxin rudely interrupted with zero hesitation. What is with the girls' first trash? Do not disrespect us like that. That just made him double down. I am the captain. Follow the orders. His alpha mode shout actually jump-scared her. Fine, whatever. On pure adrenaline, Xuanyu kept firing commands. Strip off your suits and toss them in. We cannot afford broken gear. The second shield is cracking. Pop the final one. The crew scrambled to toss their gear and helmets into the bunker. Lan Mengxin and Bai Shushu bailed into the safe zone, relying on the absolute last spirit aura shield. Lin Donghui and Lu Feng dived into the dirt hole. Xuanyu kept shouting over the wind. One more spot left. Yutian, get your butt down there. But the guy just stubbornly refused. I am a tank, bro. Let Yuan and Hui Hui take the spot. Even Tian Liang started yelling at Xuanyu to save himself. Drop down first and use your grass to reel us in. But Xuanyu shut that down. Follow the orders and stop resisting. In literally the blink of an eye, the shield exploded into a million pieces. Yutian threw everything into a punch against the hurricane, but only bought a split second. Then Xuanyu kicked him into the hole, blowing all his soul power to tank the damage himself. Standing alone on the surface, he hyped himself up. Do not get blown away, you idiot. But the storm swallowed everyone left. That insane tornado completely blinded Hui Hui. But the second he felt those familiar, protective arms, his eyes went wide. Big bro Xuanyu. He was staring at those nasty flesh-tearing wounds, and Hui Hui was shaking. This storm was on a whole other level. Not even Big Bro's dragon scales could tank this damage. Screams echoed through the chaos. Lan Xuanyu was pushing his limits, burning his grass just to save the squad. Get in the hole, Yuan and Hui. Then he spun around and yelled at Qian Lei. Get down there now. But the injured guy was being stubborn. Boss, no way. I take up way too much space. Lan Xuanyu barked at Tian Liang. Bing, you are next. But the dude refused. You go first, man. I can still hold the line for a bit. Despite protests, Lan Xuanyu was not backing down. Shut up. I still have my trump card, so get down there. Right as he flexed, his grass snapped clean off.